Father, I hand him over to you. Let your will be done in his life. If it is possible, we will divide it. Greetings, everyone. Greetings. I want to pass this message to everyone. You see the ongoing genocide that is going on in Biafra land. We must stop it now. If we don't stop it, it will consume a lot. It will consume a lot of innocent people, and it have already consumed a lot. But we have to stop it before it will get more worse. Now I must commend the people that protested in UK. But to my own opinion, one day protesting cannot achieve our dream. We have to make it continuous protesting. If it is possible, we will divide it. I am suggesting some group will protest today, tomorrow other group will protest, next tomorrow other group will protest. Before 3 days, the first group that protested will come back and protest again. The protest will be continuous, because a continuous protest in UK and US is what will bring this the world on notice. Because when they continue seeing it will draw their attention, and something must be done. If we protest one day and go back and continue our businesses, they will feel like nothing is going on, that we just normal thing. We see how other people protested. They'll continue their protests. Some protest for 1 week, some protest for 1 month. Now, that is it for the protest. For those of you serving in Nigerian police, they are using you to kill innocent people now. When the people you are killing will come back to you, don't cry out, because you cannot kill my brother and they expect me to fold my hands and watch your clap for you, and they will use my tax to pay you. I will definitely come for you. Why am I saying this? For those of you that are saying that the unknown government should stop killing police people, that they have family. The people that Hope Uzodinma is killing now in Imo State, I hope they do have family, and you people keep quiet. You see the video where he said that he will bomb this place, bomb this place. Those people that is bombing now, they don't have family. Don't think that the family will now fold their hands and watch the security that kill their beloved ones to go scot-free. When the time comes, if you people fail to speak up now, remember when the people they injure, they hurt, start avenging the death of their loved ones, remember to keep quiet also. Remember to keep your mouth quiet. And I am suggesting that it is time for every media in Biafra land to be taken over by Biafrans. That is what will give us total control of what is happening. We will force them. At this point of time, we are no longer begging anyone to do the needful. You force them to do the needful. And lastly, not the least, is there is no election in Anambra State. I repeat, there will be no election in Anambra State. Come November 6th, there will be no election in Anambra State. You dare it, you die. Good morning, my good people. Good morning, dear friends all over the world. Good morning, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone, depending on where you are watching from. My name is MAZI Achebe Paul, and I bring you the good news about Biafra restoration, because it's a sacrosanct. We must continue, all must hear Biafra. Whether devil like it or not, we must continue. Before we proceed, like we normally do, let us hand over this very broadcast to the hands of the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the Elohim, the Adonai, the Tokinadu God, the God who said a word and watched to bring it back. Your word is A and Amen. You say that instead of your word not to come to pass, let heaven and earth pass away. Father in heaven, I am calling upon you this moment, and I say, oh Lord in heaven, we thank you for a day like this, because you said, if it is good, we will give you the praise. If it's bad, we will also give you the praise. And we will give you the praise and adoration. We say thank you for making us to be alive in the land of the living to witness this day, oh Lord. It's not by our might, it's not by our power, but it's by your grace that we are alive in the land of the living today. And I say, may your name be lifted above other names in the mighty name of Chukwokikabiama. And I commit our leader, MAZI NNAMDI KANU, into your hands, O Lord, because it is getting tougher now, and only the tough ones can move forward. And I say, do not frustrate him, do not forsake him. Do not let him go astray, O Lord. Father, I hand him over to you. Let your will be done in his life. I hand over this Biafran struggle into your hands. Do not let the enemy succeed in dividing us, because we are one family and we must continue with one family. I commit our able DOS into your hands, O Lord. Guide and protect every one of them. Give them the knowledge to discharge their duty, and carry out every order genuinely to restore this very wonderful nation called Biafra. And I say, O Lord in heaven, guide our leader's wife and his children. Protect them. Guide every one of us who are fighting for the restoration of Biafra, and guide every ESN. Do not forsake us. Do not forsake them. Do not allow them to die untimely. May your holy name be lifted. I believe that you will answer my prayer. May your name be lifted above other names. He say. Thank you, my wonderful people. I greet every one of you. In case you are seeing me for the first time, my name is MAZI Achebe Paul. MAZI Achebe Paul is a disciple, one of the MAZI NNAMDI KANU disciple. I hear from Omo is in Ayamelum. Ayamelum is in Omambala province, Biafra land. And I say, may Chukwu guide and protect every of our ways. This morning, I will go with the topic, why they suspend the IPOB sit at home and what next. And I will drop a number and a link for you to air your own opinion and what you think about it. Because I believe that DOS knows it all. I believe DOS is the group of intellectuals, not intellectuals. And I know that this is a sad news to many of us. I must say it's a sad news because many of us are not happy with it. But nevertheless, who are we to challenge the highest order of IPOB? We have to abide because we are under one command. We are under command and control. If you pretend to be happy with the news, or you don't have any, you feel happy about hearing the news, I must tell you that you are not a human being. Sorry to use the word, because nobody is happy the way everything is going. But there is one thing that our leader made us to know, that we must be mentally tough. We must remain resolute. We must not deviate from the struggle. We must say the truth at every point of time, irrespective of who is involved. We must fight we must fight the injustice. We must make sure that justice prevails. we must make sure that this struggle, nobody hijack it. He give us he bring us out to defend him in his absence. And at this point, all of us must be carried along. We are not in this 15th century that one person can be somewhere and they connive with anybody and do whatever they like. No, we are now in the 21st century. The world are now, we are in a what would I call it? In a computer age, where that every secret will be revealed within a short period of time. And I urge every one of us, other IPOB comrades, those that are boiling, those are that are angered because of the suspension, those that are very hot, to calm down. Let us watch and see how it goes, because there is no smoke without fire. Whatever that happens for a reason. And if there is any foul play, we will mask it on a due time. Let me drop the link so that if you want to join this very program, you feel free to join. We move forward so that we will hear from you. But first of all, let me go straight to the point. Why do they suspend the IPOB sit at home? This is a question everyone are asking, and everybody need an answer to this question. Why do they suspend it, and what next? These are the questions. To me, the suspension of this very sit at home, it comes from the highest order. When you hear the highest order, who is the highest order? Where is the highest order coming from? And why? Who at the beginning? The link is there. Just click it and follow the instruction. Then you can come in. Let's discuss. Are you in support of the suspension of IPOB sit at home order, or are you against? What is your point of view? Why are you against? What are the good effects of this suspension of IPOB? Now, on my own opinion, I must tell you that I am not in support of the IPOB suspension, but we are powerless when order is given. You can't do anything. You have the right to say your opinion. You have the right to air your own opinion, but you cannot work against it because we are under command and control. So let us see the effect of this suspension. Yes, this is why I say that you need to call in or be agent. You don't need to be on comment section alone. You need to come in and speak your opinion and give your own instinct and your own point of view, in as much as you don't use abusive words, in as much as you educate our people, because we all are learning. We are learned people. Nobody is above IPOB. Nobody is above each other. We are all one family. Now, let me come to the suspension of this thing. For my own point of view, I always go with my own point of view so that people will not misquote me when they take my video to anywhere. This is my own point of view, MAZI Achebepo. The reason why they suspended this sit at home order, if we can remember what happened last week. If we can remember what happened last week, welcome to the program, MAZI Chigozie.
Good morning, my comrades. Right on. Talking, I'm listening. When you want me to comment?
The reason why they suspended this very IPOB sit at home, when you recall back, before the Monday sit at home that took place last Monday, KANU have already suspended it first, and it raised a lot of dust. Many people, it raised a lot of complaint, which I myself attack him for that. And I believe that he never stopped. He never stopped there. Now, after that, the reason he gave for the suspending of the sit at home is that our children are writing NECO, and our children are about to write the exam. He said that the NECO exam or the WAEC exam is more important than the sit at home, than Biafra referendum, than Biafra movement, than the people that have died. Now, I believe that he never stopped there. I believe there is something somewhere happened. Something happened somewhere that prompted our leader to give this order, because the thing have already started. And when that order was given to suspend this movement, the sit at home, the DOS rejected it and they opposed it and said that the sit at home order must take place. It must continue, which they persuaded everything. They used everything within their power, to discharge this very duty, which every person, every Biafran see the good fruit that it yielded. After it yielded this fruit, before they announced the suspension of Monday sit at home, the DOS in their statement, because they say, according to them, they say, I quote, that the sit at home have yielded enough fruit. There is a lot of results. There is a great achievement. Only one day sit at home have bring. Now, if the sit at home can bring such results, what does that tell you? It tells you that the sit at home must continue. Because once something is yielding fruit, you have to continue it. But if something is not yielding fruit, that is when you suspend it. So for me, since they use their mouth to say that this sit at home that was conducted last Monday yielded a lot of fruit, a lot of a positive result, why are they suspending it? There is something wrong somewhere. There is some powers that is attacking DOS. And we all need to protect DOS, because I know that the DOS is not one person. For them to come out to make this unexpected announcement, and we recall back that this very announcement was made by MAZI KANU just last week, and he never stopped. Master Prophet backed him up, and this group fought against the account being released by DOS and every other thing. I want people to use the communication, the press release by the DOS, to know that something is wrong somewhere. But all Biafrans need what we need to do now is for us to remain resolute until our leader is out. The moment our leader comes out, everything that goes on the ground, everything that happens, everything must be reviewed, because you cannot suspend sit at home without giving any single reason for it. Let me call you back when MAZI NNAMDI single-handed suspended an order that he was giving. In 2019, MAZI NNAMDI says there will be no election in Biafra land. And the people were pressuring him from the what is it called, from the Ohanes Ndibo, from the Eastern governors, from the Nigerian Zoo government, from his own brothers and sisters, telling him that if we fail to conduct election, people will impose who we don't know. And before MAZI NNAMDI KANU suspend lift that very order, they agreed to him that they will bring a second Niger bridge, and they will deepen the River Niger to become a sea, and there will be an international airport landing in Biafra land, which they started awarding the second Niger bridge, and they start work immediately. And Willie Obiano started developing Anambra International Airport, and they started doing work on Enugu International Port with the reopening of Delta Asaba International Airport. But the moment after the election, they stopped everything because they have gotten what they want. Now, if you tell me that it's not because of NECO and WAEC that makes us to suspend this very sit at home that is bringing results to us, now tell me, is MAZI NNAMDI KANU out? What are the things do they promise him? What are the things do they promise him? If the Nigerian government promise you anything, you don't need to stop. You have to continue until they give you that thing, then you stop. Because when MAZI NNAMDI KANU, when Ohaneze visited him and told him, because I know my leader, they said to him, MAZI, drop this Biafra agitation and we will restructure Nigeria. He said, I don't have problem with that. Restructure Nigeria and give us what we want, then I will drop the Biafra agitation. He never dropped because of a mere promise. Now, why are we suspending the sit at home that everybody have confirmed that is yielding fruit? What next? What are we going to use now to hook the zoo? Because these things now is causing heart pain to many Biafrans, no matter the level or the position. And another thing is that the people who are in charge or who hear from the DOS direct that are doing brokers or some that are inviting a barrister form, when they want to explain things, they don't explain it to laymen understanding so that people can understand it. You use abuse to pass message to your followers. Are you encouraging them? You want them to just say you have suspended, everybody will just foolishly say, okay, without asking questions. No, things are not done like that. Everybody has his or her opinion. People ask questions because in our language, they say, you ask to learn. Now, before I proceed, before I go on, let me hear from our brother, MAZI. Please, the floor is yours. Introduce yourself and tell Biafrans your own opinion and what you think on this issue that is going on. But to remember, please let us be mature and remove the word abuse when addressing the DOS or MAZI NNAMDI KANU or whoever that it may concern. Let us be mature and do it in a mature way. As we are learned people and we are following MAZI NNAMDI KANU, we must show maturity to respect him, most especially in his absence. What we exhibit now is exactly what the world will take, that the followers of MAZI NNAMDI KANU are doing something great and they have learned a lot. Thank you, my brother. Go ahead.
First of all, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depends on where you are watching from. And I want to thank my comrades, MAZI, Achebe Paul. And my name is MAZI Chigozie Henry. I'm a lover of freedom. I'm a lover of good life. I'm a lover of IPOB, one family. One family, IPOB. My heart is full of things that my able comrade have already addressed me to apply wisdom in my words. And I will do that with love. by the sake of my able leader, MAZI NNAMDI, the superior leader that is under the custody of the DOS, under the DOS, under the DAS in called Nigeria. We all know how he was hijacked from Kenya. We have not seen him till today. We are only hearing information from the lawyer. We have never set our eyes on him. We only set our eyes on the social media. We have never seen him on the 26th of July. That was supposed to be on the court case. We never seen him. That is to show you the contraction of the kind of country we are trying to break out from. That you fix a date of a court, and you are the one. Nobody forced you to fix the dates. But you fix the date, but you cannot keep the process of what you said. That is to show that that country are not disciplined. And we all know why we want to go our separate way. Now, there's one great thing that everybody who have eyes of lover of freedom know that the participation of sit at home bring a lot of good fruits. We planted a good fruit that we are expected to start germinating. And suddenly, under one day, and the same thing I want to say that we brethren all over the universe, the people from Italy, we know the good work they have been doing in this struggling. The people from Germany, we know the good struggle they have been doing. The people from Austria, we know the good job they have been doing. The people in UK, day in, day night, we know the good job they have been doing. The people in China, the people in Japan, the people in Venezuela, the people in Brazil, the people in Ivory Coast. Where do you want me to start again? Everybody knows what is at stake. So I don't think it is something that I will say that the biggest thing we have achieved in this struggling is this sit at home, because they have been killing us. They have been doing all kind of things, and we know our enemy, and our enemy is in our hand, which are the Ezendibo and the so-called governors. Nobody is a fool in this struggle anymore. There was a time they said that we in the diaspora talking the social media, we are just making crack joke. But when it play, but when did this information of sit at home came from the same diaspora, and our people comply. The first comply started from our Heroes Day. That is the symbol of freedom, that our people hear our voice and they comply. And the same thing comply again by the same sit at home, which was informed earlier, and it go viral. And on that faithful day, I was the most happiest man that day when the sit at home took place. I was the happiest man because everybody is in his own house. And I remember when this same sit at home, if our leader is outside, Oga Sega, go and get offensala, go and get your so-called food and keep at home. Because we don't have anybody speaking for us as far as the East is concerned. Nobody.
Now, Mazi, let me ask you this question. Before I ask you the question, the number to call is a +39 35 12 95 7752. You can call on WhatsApp, you can call on Signal, you can still call direct. The number is open. But before you proceed, like what one of our brother asked here, he said that did we ask question when the order was first issued? Now, you see how some of us, do you have any response to this very question? Because our people, some people don't know that if you don't carry person along, the person is not following you. When you carry person along, that's when the person is following you. MAZI NNAMDI KANU always carry everybody along. Before he says something, he will give you the reason why he is doing it. So I want you to just Answer this guy so that he will get some knowledge, because we know that people like this are trying to deceive themselves. So, and they would like to lecture them so that they will see the importance of asking questions when you are confused in order not to digest wrong information. Thank you.
Thank you, my comrades.
MAZI
First
Ken.
of all, you people should understand what is the meaning of indigenous people. Secondly, what is the meaning of IPOB, one family? A family that is not together, there is something that is about to happen, and which our leader never taught us that. The meaning of IPOB, one family, is love, unite, and we are fighting for one goal. Respect is being given to who respect is due to give.
Exactly.
So let me just make it very plain. Yesterday, I was shocked. I was in a program of MAZI Simon Ekman, and our people said in our language, "As no nye jura ajuju na-efu n'ụzọ."
Now so.
Everybody have right to ask Simon Ekman a very question. This lockdown, what is the reason why I'm answering you? Do you know about this lockdown that is being cancelled? My comrades cannot be able to answer that question. And a good leader should show good example, and which our leader have taught us what it means to be a leader. Ago anahamoke. A lion doesn't give back to a dog.
Exactly.
What it means to be a lion? Where is MAZI NNAMDI Okukalu? What type of sacrifice this our leader have not done? And an example of what it means to be a leader, he has shown it. Every doubting Thomas that say MAZI NNAMDI Kalu should come home. MAZI NNAMDI Kalu is home under the custody of the Sociological Republic of Janjaweed people. But the only thing that is keeping him there first is Chukwu Gabioma. And Ogwaranyi, we should read from the book of Psalm to 150. And before the Psalm to 150 is going to be a lot of things is going to happen. But people don't know the parable of that one. First of all, we have the most important thing I want to hit here, with all due respect, my brothers, lovers of freedom. There is nobody in this platform doesn't know what this sit at home has produced. You cannot be able to plant a cassava and go and reap cocoyam. We have planted a good seed and we see what it germinated. In this same struggle, some people were coming all the way from Lagos, disobeyed the sit at home. We all know what happened. We all know what happened, what's happening in Ogidi. Lack of indiscipline. That's why MAZI NNAMDI Kalu taught us what it means to be disciplined. He taught us about, before he started program, after finishing the sermon of prayer, to invite the Elohim. He said, get your paper, get your pen. Because if you are a doubting Thomas, read and write what he's teaching you. That is what it means to be a leader and a good teacher. Now, how can someone, which I don't know where they are, I don't know how they coordinated themselves to come. Before that date of sit at home, my able comrades, MAZI Achebe, was angry because this sit at home wanted to be hijacked. And my brother was very angry, show his grievances about what is about to take on, because he know the importance of what sit at home will fetch. That's why he shows his anger. That's why I'm Jikoya as Onyibo, as Onye Jurajuju, and Efuzo. We all about to make mistake. But in that mistake, what is the meaning of IPOB one family? We should tolerate one another. What is the meaning of tolerating one another? That is the symbol of love. Because all we are fighting for is Inwerongwanyi. Now, this sit at home, believe me, I am the most happiest man in this sit at home. And let me tell you what this sit at home means. It's a foundation that has been laid for the coming of the election that has been eating us since we are born. Some of us in this program, you are my elder. Some of people in this program, you are my mother. So, as so this sit at home now, you people don't know what it has damaged in this thing we are talking about, that because that is a foundation. And we didn't get this thing because you cannot go to a battle without preparation. We have been agitation. We have been doing agitation in that country called Nigeria. We know what is happening to us. We are doing agitation in diaspora here. Nobody has been shot dead. Nobody has been in prison.
Mazi, before you continue, there is something I want to chip in here.
Right on, my comrade.
Like, let me first of all answer some questions on the comment section. Before I proceed again, not just typing on comment section, I drop a number. Call in and tell us your own opinion. Stop distracting us, or you follow the link there. Then you will you can say your own opinion without any other words. Those that ask question, when the order was given, did we ask question? Yes, we asked question. Before the order of sit at home was given, the DOS explained to us the importance of this sit at home, and then told us that instead of us to come and march on the street and the soldiers will be killing us, or there will be a bloodshed, the best way that we can pour our anger to the zoo government, the only way that we can show the world that we are no more interested in Nigeria is by adopting the sit-at-home protest, which most of the civilized countries are adopting in order to achieve their dream. The India used sit-at-home protest to chase the British
out of their country.
Out of their country. Yes, they lose many things, because if you don't lose something, you will not gain something. You must give before you take. Now, the DOS explain it to every layman understanding that when you sit at home, it will show the whole world that we are solidly behind MAZI NNAMDI KANU. When you sit at home, it will show the world that everybody wants Biafra. When you sit at home, it will show the world that we are all in need, that nobody forces us to be agitating. Rather, the marginalization which we are getting from the zoo government is what makes us to embark on this agitation. Now, the question you ask, did we ask question? Yes, the DOS never impose or just come out and announce Monday sit at home to us. They lecture us about it. They explain it, and we understand it. All of us see that this is the best way to protest, because I can remember the protest of Bridgehead. It take a lot of life. The protest we organized in CKC Aba, it consumed a lot of life. The protest we organized in Iguacha, it took a lot of life. Now, this very protest sit at home never consume any life, because everybody sit at home. Now, remember I said that before the Monday sit at home, some group of people wanted to hijack it, and they give the reason. Is that the real reason? Why are they suspending it now? Because of WAEC and NECO? If that is the main reason why they are suspending the IPOB goes to Monday sit at home, that means if referendum follow on a day of a exam, you will surely cancel it, because our people need to go and write the exam. These are the things I want our people to know. And we must reason the damage this sit at home will cause, and the good the suspension of sit at home, the damage it will bring, and the good thing that it will bring. Because if you are in venturing in any business, Mazi, call me on the line I drop on the screen. You can call in there. This is my personal line. You can call on WhatsApp or Signal. That very line you see there. So this order now, I am suspecting that the fault is not from the DOS, but there is underground power that is pushing them to do something against their wish, which we need to find out, because if we leave the fight for only the DOS, remember, we are all in on this. And if we fail this time, sorry will be our name. Remember, Mazinan can say, before IPOB, there is nothing like an IPOB, and after IPOB, there will be nothing like IPOB again. So we must, I am not saying that the DOS take bribe. No, I am not saying, but what could have prompted the suspension? What are the reasons? Why people are asking questions is because when the DOS announced this the suspension, they leave everybody in darkness without telling us this is we have we have suspended because we want to implement another one. We have suspended it because there is another. You must tell people the way forward. You don't come and give them, because before this Monday sit at home, we have been pressuring them to do something about the detention of Mazi Nnamdi, and that is what gives birth to this Monday sit at home. Before they come up with this idea of sitting at home, IPOB, Biafrans in general have been calling and accusing the DOS of aiding the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi, and that's what made them to be silent until they came out to clear the air on how it happened, until they introduced this Monday sit at home. Everybody accepted it wholeheartedly with open hearts. We are all happy and we are all in it, but only once, after the fruit that it yielded, after the good result, all of a suddenly, what you fight against, you now turn to be doing that. Now, why did let me put it in this way: is Mazi KANU right for the beginning by saying let them suspend it? Because if you did say he saw something that make him to call for the suspension before, that means the DOS have to apologize to him because he was right. Then if Mazi Nnamdi KANU was wrong, that means the sit at home have to continue. So what do you think that caused the suspension of this IPOB sit at home, my brother? In case you want to call to tell us your opinion, the number is there. The number is there. +39 35 12 95 7752. Call on WhatsApp, call on Signal, or you call on direct call and you say your own opinion. What do you think that is the cause of the suspension of the Ghost Monday sit at home, and which way forward? Is DOS under manipulation of anything, or are they doing it because the order come from the above? Do they inject our leader before before he speak to our lawyer? Is our lawyer very sure that our leader speak with his own clear eye? Because nothing is impossible before the zoo. They can do anything to stop us, because this is the best idea. These are the issues I want us to go in deep with more knowledge. Let us educate ourselves, because you must ask questions. Something is wrong somewhere. This thing that is wrong somewhere, what are the things? Let us, because we must do something. Thank you, my brother. Go on. I have a caller on.
Okay, let's pick the call then.
Why is he not coming out? I don't see. You can go. The call is already off. I will call the person back.
First of all, for my own ideology, for my own reason, most of us here in diaspora here, depends on when you reside. We all have family at home. Despite if maybe you are from Anambra, you are from Ebonyi State, you are from Enugu State, you are from Imo State, you are from Aba. Most of us, like on the 12th, you can see the marching in South Africa. You can see Hebrew brothers.
Hello?
Just let us hear from the caller. Hello, good morning. Tell us your name and where you are calling from. Please be guided. There will be no any kind of insult. Allow me to finish. Allow me to finish. You must not abuse the DOS nor MAZI NNAMDI KANU while making your contribution, because
let's apply caution and wisdom.
So you must go straight to your point with words without insult. Please go ahead, my brother. Thank you.
Well, I'm not gonna do that. I will not do that.
Okay, thank you.
My name is Chikweze. I'm calling from United States of America. I'm just watching your program, and personally, this is my own personal opinion. I like the way the DOH, they suspended the sit at home. And, you know, their initial announcement was that they will do the sit at home and then they will go and study it, examine it, and then to see whether we will continue with it or not. Is that not their statement?
No, their statement, the place they never said to us is that of study it. They only say that it will continue until our leader is released.
No, they said that, I know they said that they will examine it.
Okay, make your contribution shortly so that other people can call in.
Then another thing I want to say is this. You see, the DOS, they are very smart guys.
Exactly.
Very smart guys. I'm telling you this. There is something that our Onyendu said. Our Onyendu said that if you are dealing our people and everybody is following you, sometimes you need to stop and check. Look at your back to see exactly whether they are even following you. That's number one. Number two is this same reaction now. If you remember, that is exactly what happened when our leader lifted the boycott of election in Anambra. Yeah, this same reaction now is exactly the same reaction. And then our leader came up and told us that had it been that he did not lifted that boycott, that IPOB would have even gone. And that is true. Remember, it was Peter Obi and Atiku. Then, presidential election.
Now, Mazi, let's go straight to the point. What are the reasons? What do you think are the reasons why the DOS suspend the sit at home? Does it mean that it's bringing out bad results or is giving them good results? That's what we want to know.
No, exactly. Now, it isn't for me personally. What I think why they suspended it is this. If you look at the capacity or the will of our people, it's very, very feeble. It's not you sit at home once, but the sustainability. This is why I'm giving them credit.
So are you trying to say that the IPOB cannot sustain the sit at home? Is that what you are trying to say? Because I love getting a direct answer. Are you trying to say that the reason why they suspend it is because IPOB cannot sustain the continuation of the sit at home, or is giving them wrong results? I need a clarification, direct answer, so that I will say, okay, this is what you said. Not beating around the bush.
Yeah, you see, that once the on the 9th of the result was okay. If you look at it critically, the result was okay. But meanwhile, if you are going to do the second one, what will be the reaction of our people selling in Ochanja market, selling everywhere? How about
Mazi, that area you are heading to is no-go area. Now let me ask you a question. Who is scattering for Ikonso family.
Okay.
I'm asking you, are they going about doing their business, and other ESN that are in the bush, are they going about their business or not?
No. MAZI Achebe, let me answer that question, please. Let me answer that question to that our brother. Let me answer. My brother, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. The line, I want to breakage, so continue. I'm hearing you now.
First of all, my brother, as an elderly man you are, you don't go to battle without preparation.
You can be listening from the background while we
hear
from.
You can never go to battle. The question is very easy. This sit at home bring a lot of fruits. And what is the meaning of sitting at home? What was the plan of sitting at home? It is something that we are agitating for the freedom of our leader, MAZI NNAMDI Okukalo, was hijacked. And what is the people doing in the eastern region? None of them have done any needful of representing our leader, MAZI NNAMDI Okukalo, which is the Ezendibu. All the governors in eastern region, none of them is able to stand for us and to stand for Aonyendu. They denied us. And secondly, as an Igbo man in the East, we have never achieved anything from any of these people. When they were killing our people, some of our brothers are in the prison till today. How many of the DOS have gone to represent them or fight for them? None of them have gone from America. Depends on where they reside to go to represent our people. So what we are doing today, sitting at home, is not for 2 days or 3 days. It is only a sacrifice. One day you cannot achieve anything without a sacrifice. You cannot achieve anything without sending a message. That sit at home is that sit at home. They say we are here in the diaspora, we are making noise. So sitting at home is a comply that our people are with us.
There's no doubt about that.
So, MAZI, I hope you have learned, you have getting the point now.
Let me finish so you can be able to think over it again. My brother,
summarize it.
Sit at home. My brother, there is no governor in the whole eastern region that we are benefiting from them. That sitting at home showed the skeleton in the east, that there is no good road. There is nothing good you can see about the East when the population, when you are making a video, can indicate you whether something is good or something is not good. Sitting at home show you everything that has to do with the East. And BBC Igbo is never talking anything good about this struggling. But they are the one that day making all the videos, going from there to Aba, going to Imo State, going to every place in the eastern region. We all saw everything about the East, that there is no good road. Everything is in the East is nonsense. It's an open eye for people to understand what we are struggling for.
Round up so that he can say his he can round up so that
my brother, that sit at home is a very good sign. It's just a one-day thing. How can you achieve a struggle without a sacrifice? Do you know the meaning of freedom fighter? One day is just one day sacrifice.
My brother,
so why would they boycott it?
On the phone. Now,
yes.
Can you answer the question direct? Answer. Give me the
direct. Have you been to this university?
You know, when you were giving a direct answer.
Have you been to any university? Have you been to any primary school in the East?
Now, the question goes again. Is the IPOB sit at home order yielding a good fruit or bad fruit? If it's yielding a good fruit, what are the reasons why they suspend it? You have only 1 minute.
To be honest with you. See, the sit at home. Remember that Nigeria
answer.
Government, they have everything to penetrate penetrate us. They have every avenue to penetrate us.
They don't have anywhere to penetrate. It seems you don't have an answer to the question. Let us hear from another caller from here. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Good morning. My name is Chibeze. I'm calling from Ghana.
Thank you.
Am I coming out clear?
You are coming out loud and clear. I hope you guys are hearing him. Go ahead.
Sorry?
Chibeze. Go ahead, Chibeze. Make your contribution and make it snappy. You only have 2 minutes.
Welcome to my Facebook and come across the program. So I'm kind of the discussion of the topic. We are supposed to have a suspension of the form, and I want to make a small contribution regarding that.
That thing is cracking.
Now from Africa, everything about Africa is. Are you there? Your network is not sounding clear. Speak up, please. It's too low.
Mazi, please check yourself very, very well. Even your side hook a little bit. Check your side.
But your voice is too low. Just go ahead, make it snappy so that other people can call in.
Okay.
Just go straight to the point.
I am in 2015, and this particular decision is not the first time we are having this kind of decision that we have. But the question there is, if you believe in IPOC, if you believe in our international travel, the question is, there have been any decisions that our leader has taken that at the end not yield us something positive. That's a good question or more, we have been showing intelligent and smart people. Let me use the word. We have been following excellent, intelligent, and at the end of the day, our place is messed up. Okay, let us be this stupid for what? This is my position. Let us be this foolish for once. Let us follow this stupid and foolish man for once and see how it's going to be like. We have been following it since 2015, and I don't think we have ever.
Mazi, your time is up, and we have gotten your point. So the question I need to ask you before you go out now, I'll ask you then.
Okay.
Is this sit at home yielding a bad fruit or good fruit?
It's yielding the most progressive thing. In fact, it's yielding something good, something positive.
So it's because of his yielding a good positive result that made them to suspend it instead of continuing to get the result?
No.
So don't you think there is something going underground or something wrong somewhere?
Can I say something?
Say, make it snappy, round up.
Okay, we have a target, and then the reason for this platform. As you ask me this question now, I will ask that question back. If the reason why we started this platform is yielding something and requires the frustration for that result to effect fully, is it not good?
It's good.
That's the thing. So what I'm trying to say is, let us, because it's not everything that we make public as far as Ipob is concerned.
Okay, we have gotten your point. Let others say their own opinion. Let others add their opinion. Round up, because the issue now is that nobody tell you the reason why the suspension, but they tell you the reason why they started it, and the reason why they started it, they haven't achieved that, and they suspended it without giving. Where is MAZI NNAMDI KANU, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra?
Okay, hold on. The reason why is for NNAMDI to be released. Now, do you know?
Simple question. Where is MAZI NNAMDI KANU? That is the simple question. Answer me.
Okay, so what?
Where is MAZI NNAMDI KANU, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra? Where is him?
You feel the detention.
Which day is the date for referendum for Biafra?
Sorry?
Which day is the date for Biafra referendum? So the result is not yet achieved. Thank you. You have answered the question. Thank you. You know, when you talk about this, when you come to the issue, I want people to go straight when you are giving question. When you answer me question, I will give you a straight answer. I don't confuse people. Good morning from here. Tell us your name and where you are calling from. Oh. Hello, go ahead. Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Okay. My name is Omege.
Chief Omege. From where? That is a street name. Sorry, we can't hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear me now?
Now we are hearing you. Go ahead. I hope you have been listening to us. You know the topic and you know where we are heading, so that you can make your contribution snappy. The callers, we have many. Stop listening to your device. Good morning from here. Tell us your name and where you are calling from. Chinenye Nwafo, calling from where?
We can't hear you loud and clear. I'm calling from Go ahead. I hope you have been listening to us. You know the topic and you know where we are heading, so that you can make your.
Mas, when you want to call us, you must off the device that you use to listen, so that you will not be hearing yourself from the background. So you have to off the one you are using to listen to us. That is the problem. I don't even know the one I am picking. The call is too many. Good morning from here. We lost the call. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning. Oh God, the call is too much.
MAZI, just be patient. We achieve everything we achieve today. He's a patient.
Can you hear me?
Thank you so much. Just be patient.
Good morning from here. Or good
afternoon. Okay, good morning.
Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
I must say I'm very disappointed at the calling off of the sit at home.
Please tell us your name and where you are calling from. Then you continue.
I'm more disappointed at knowing the reason, because we really should be carried along. We are not kids. We should know what's going on. It's very demoralizing for a lot of people to wake up and just hear that it's been cancelled without any reason whatsoever. I mean, it's not fair on us who are trying to push the cause. So I think the DOS should wake up to their responsibility and carry everybody along. It's a hell of a trouble to convince people who are not
Ipob members to be part of it, the whole thing, and then you now come around and come and serious about what we're doing, you know. So I think that carrying along is a very, 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 very big point that they have to look into.
Okay.
That's my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you, my sister. God bless you. You see, she make her point very clear, because this thing she said now remind me about what the PG of Ogidi said, that they misinformed them, then got the wrong information, and they have to protest. Now, I am begging to DOS to come and give us little clarification, so that people will know the reason that our leader or whoever that give this order for it to be suspended, the reason why the person suspended. Because for me, I am thinking different things within me. Is it that they never inform our leader before carrying out this very order? If it is, they have to tell us, oh, our leader suspended it because we failed to inform him and he's against it. Oh, we have chosen another way to show the world that we are in charge of our land. Nobody can give you anything reasonable that these are the reason why they suspended it. And this will cause more damage. It will create some more saboteurs among ourselves, because when you don't tell person the main reason why you stop him, when you don't tell person why you stop him, the person might talk, oh, I'm not relevant, so why am I fighting for what I don't know in and out of it? It's true that he will not tell us how you plan it, but you have to brief us a little. We will have a little knowledge of what is happening. Now, when you call many people, even those that are in the hierarchy, they don't know about this suspension, because my brother who listening to Simon Ekpa yesterday asked him the same question. He said that he don't know, that he will come, he will make investigate. To tell you that there is something wrong somewhere. Let us hear from the caller. The person is calling from the zoo itself, and that is the main reason the person will not be able to reach us. I don't
MAZI Achebe.
Yes, my brother, go ahead. Good morning from here. Hello, tell us your name and where you are calling from. Hello, tell us your name and where you are calling from. You are coming out. The whole world is listening.
Good day, Brother Paul. How are you?
I'm fine, but I'm not happy.
Yeah, Brother Paul. Yeah, Brother Paul. My name is Mrs. Ochieze. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Mrs. Ochieze. Go ahead. Calling from where?
I know everybody is feeling bad, including myself. I'm calling from Port Harcourt, Nigeria.
Wow, from Zoo Republic.
Yeah, I'm one of your followers. Hello?
Hello, go ahead.
Right on. We are listening.
Yes.
Right on.
Please, as many that are hearing me now, please, I want to plead with all of us to please do not allow the court to be broken. I support the idea that DOS should come and address the people. The one thing I want to do, I'm a mother, please let them not break the court, no matter what is happening. If there is a foul play, I want to tell you, the Bible says there is nothing hidden that cannot be exposed.
Exactly.
So I want to beg my brothers and sisters. I know everybody is boiling, but please let us for the unity sake, because if the enemy succeeded in breaking us, we have lost it. So let's keep on holding on. Let us be patient. And you will hear. Then what I want to beg you, the Paul, please use your own connection or whatever. Let BOS come and address the people so that they can calm down. That is my advice today. I said before, I'm calling from Port Harcourt, River State, so-called Nigeria. God bless you.
Thank you, my sister. You have made your point clear, and I thank you for going straight to the point. Now, over to the DOS, because they hold the whole Biafran's explanation, a briefing.
Let me just come in very fast, so you understand me now.
Caller on the phone.
I believe in one thing. I believe in one thing, in one ideology. You are not dealing with ordinary people. You are not dealing with people just like we don't know what is at stake. You understand me now? So what you have to understand is that this seat at home has fetched a lot of good fruits. So you cannot just come and just say this without what is the purpose of you disorganizing the seat at home that we already put it that we have to be doing it every Monday. And one day in this whole struggle doesn't stop anything. There's nothing this thing stops. It's a message. And for my own reason, something is fishing 101 billion%. I'm a freedom fighter. My freedom fighter didn't start from this Biafra struggle. There is something fishing underground, but there is nothing hitting under the surface of this earth. You see that seat at home, my brother. Anybody will get eye will see that seat at home. There is nobody that is against that seat at home. The people that is against the seat at home was the Ezendibo, which play in Ogidi. Sit at home play in Ogidi in Imo State. Now the governors, they are trying to lobby for the people, which are, we all already know, in everything that has to do with struggle, they have to have saboteur. But majority carries the vote of freedom of Iwerowanye. So DOS cannot just come. The foundation that we have laid is a very strong foundation. Only one day, which is Monday.
No, just wait a minute. I will come back to you.
So there is nobody in diaspora. There is nobody in diaspora that is against it. There is nobody. So DOS cannot just come and say something. Yesterday in the program, people were asking Simon Ekman, do you know about this seat at home that was being cancelled? He said no. Then what is the meaning of
family? Just wait a minute. I will come back to you.
Hello, Mal, can you hear me?
Yes, just wait a minute. I will come back to you.
So let me just make it to understand.
Okay.
Before Michigoze told you I'm ready to die for this struggle, nobody, DOS should not play with people's life. Because this same day they put this seat at home, there were people traveling all the way from Lagos that didn't pay the seat order. And they face it. Our own brother. And the same Ogidi people came to apologize. We are not playing. And DOS shouldn't play with people's life. This seat at home has played a good role in this whole struggle. It has shown that our people are hearing us. It showed that our people are with us. These our people are struggling. How many governors can come and be bold to tell us they are supporting the Eastern people? How many Ezendibo can come and told me that we have Ezendibo from every part of the Eastern region that went to visit MAZI Nnamdi Kanu? Have any of them go to visit MAZI Nnamdi Kanu? That is no. So this seat at home is a very good thing. That is why something is fishing, because this is a foundation that is we are building. This is something that we are building against the election that is coming, because this is a message and they don't want to be it. And they are lobbying now. So everything they have to do, let the DOS come to address it before something escalates. Because I am ready to go. I am ready to go to find out about the people who is doing this saboteur, who's against this thing. They should come today to address every one of us. We are not cows.
Let's hear from our caller on WhatsApp. Please, caller on WhatsApp, can you tell us where you are calling from, your name and where you are calling from? Thank you.
Yeah, Mazi, my name is Darren, but I don't think I can
Okay. Your destination, it doesn't.
Because of some certain things. Later,
Okay.
I will inbox you. Later, I will inbox you.
Okay,
Then
thank
I
you.
will
Go
clarify
ahead.
myself to you. But let me just chip in on this topic. First of all, I thank you very much for this wonderful program. I've been following. My first time of calling the program. May our Lord give you more strength, knowledge, and understanding.
You see?
Then let me just chip in without wasting up much of your time. The only thing I have to say in this topic is, apart from MAZI NNAMDI KANU, as of now, everybody in this struggle is a suspect to me. I like saying things the way it is, the way I feel. That is how I'm going to say it.
Brother, ride on, ride on.
I'm suspecting even from A to Z of that DOS member, they are all suspects.
God bless you, my brother. Speak it, we are listening.
Was the reason why they gave this final order now. Because even me personally, I am not a member of the DOS, but I know how I'm struggling. I know how I'm struggling on that part of this are being set in order. They can't just come up all of a sudden and call off the sit at home after all the good seed that this sit at home have yielded. For example, let the truth be told. If for instance now that 40%, even 20% of our people are complaining that the sit at home is not okay, good and fine. But at least 98% of Biafrans are in support of this sit at home.
Simple as ABCD.
98%. No, let me just put it that way. At least 98% of Biafrans, both in diaspora, both in our land, are in full support of this sit at home. So why can they just come up just like that? I am using this your platform to send a serious message to Chika, to Maz Chika, Edosium. Me personally, I am going to attack him. I don't want
my brother.
Let him finish. Let him express his grievances, please.
Excuse me. The reason why I'm going to attack him personally is because he is the head of the DOS. And he is the one that made that entrance. I don't want a situation whereby people will start calling me a saboteur, because it is very easy for people to call some certain people a saboteur. I'm giving him 24 hours personally. If they didn't come up to clear the air, the reason why they call this thing off, I'm going to use my platform to tackle him personally. Some people have started saying that they are taking bribe or something like that, but me, I haven't said so. But they have to come up to clear us.
So, Mazi, are you on opinion? Are you on opinion that the sit at home must continue or let it be suspended?
Sit at home must continue.
1 billion %.
Now, I want to ask you this question. I want to ask you one more question. If you can recall back, are you there? If you can recall back, before this first sit at home, there's a KANU have suspended it. Are you not thinking that the DOS might not be the one that suspended it, then try their best to continue it, but there is a force somewhere that they cannot fight, or maybe the zoo government have used some of their strategies to capture one or two things, or at MAZI NNAMDI KANU, they say that he gave this order. Are you sure that he was not tortured to tell Barrister for this sit at home to be suspended?
No, sorry, Mazi, sorry to cut you. If they torture, if they tortured him, MAZI Ejiofor will say it.
Are much smart. DOS cannot come solo to just suspend it. There must something happen somewhere.
Are you hearing me, my brother?
Round up, my brother, so that other people can call in.
Okay, KANU. We Biafrans, we don't care. Who jam exam help? Who NECO exam help?
Never. Nobody.
His own excuse. Let the DOS come up from now to 24 hours to give us the reason why they call it off. Failing to do so, we are going to hold them. We are going to hold Chika Idosium responsible of anything that happens to MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Let him not be the second Uchemofo. I know he's hearing my voice now. Let him not be the second Uchemofo. We are giving him, we the Biafrans, we are giving him 24.
Just hold on. I don't know. It's like the caller just cut off. Are you still there? Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Sorry, we lost the first caller. The caller on the phone, tell us your name and where you are calling from and make it short so that other people will be able to add their opinion. The issue we are discussing now is that the sudden suspension of IPOB Ghost Monday, also known as IPOB sit at home order. The sudden suspension, what do you think that caused it? Are you thinking that DOS are not doing it right? Or is there any force on the ground that is pushing them to do this thing, or they have found the best solution to get what we want? Go ahead, tell us your name and where you are calling from, then you make your contribution.
For me, I think, this issue now is just like a card. They are playing a game. And when you see this issue about our sit at home, it seems as if it's our last game.
Tell us your name and tell us where you are calling from, please.
Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
And give directives to the
Tell
DOS.
us your name and where you are calling from.
In the sense that
when you try to listen and know the directions they are giving to you. So, like I said before, the caller, there is a lot of force because, if there is no yesterday, there will be no today, and we learn through the past things that happen. If there is no past, there will be no future, no event, no history. Now, the situation now stands that I strongly believe within me that DOS is doing the right thing, but there is a force on the ground that is trying to stop DOS from achieving the hard desire of Biafrans. These are the things we need to look into. I don't believe that DOS can just come up and cancel everything, or they will betray MAZI Nnamdi Kanu at this point of time. But there is a competitor. There is a group of people trying to hijack it from DOS, and they are using either fake news to convince DOS to use the name of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, or they never discussed this sit at home with MAZI Nnamdi Kanu before they implemented it. So we have to think beyond the suspension. We have to think what might cause this suspension, because DOS wants fight against the suspension of this Monday sit at home, but all of a suddenly they are the one who announced suspending it. It shows that there is a great force that compel them to do it. These are the things I want our people to look into, so that we will bring our own collective ideas, and when they watch this video, they will know how to come up and clear us and do the needful. Caller on the phone, can you tell us your name and where you are calling from, and go ahead.
Hello?
Hello. Please turn off your listening device.
Yeah, my name is Uche. Hello?
Turn off your listening
Hello?
device. Turn off your listening device.
Yeah, my name is Uche. I'm calling from South Africa.
Turn off your listening device. We are hearing you. You are causing commotion here before I cut you off. Now
Okay. My name is Uche. I'm calling from South Africa.
Thank you, my brother.
There's something you said. I can understand. What did you say there? You said that maybe that. I understand. But what I'm saying that they need to tell us, make us understand exactly what is going on. Because they can't just cut it like that. Hello?
Go ahead. The word is listening.
Yes, please let them just give us some instances. What is going on?
Exactly. That's
my brother. Let me just comment. There is nothing that is going on. The sit at home continue. Finish.
No. Like senior and are supposed to know exactly what is going on.
Yes, of course.
Hello?
You are right.
Do you understand me? Yes. Senior and are supposed to know what is going on. They can't just make the announcement without senior and knowing that something like that has already been done. Let's do things in proper way.
Simple as ABCD.
All of a sudden, we lost the caller. Well, my God, a lot of calls are coming in. I don't even know.
Mazi, my comrades.
Go ahead.
For a lot of calls to be coming, because you open the platform. This is a message for you to understand that anybody is calling is not happy about what is happening, because this sit at home brought a lot of good fruit.
Just hold on a minute.
You understand me now? So when you had this thing yesterday before you even post, Mazi Achebe, I respect you so much. I know what you are struggling for. Since yesterday, I didn't sleep till this morning. Even this morning, I was one that to ring you because I know what this thing sit at home, what he to generate. He bring good fruits. He made the Ezendibo and all the Efurefu leaders that we are not with them because they are not with us. For example, Hope Uzodinma said he's the one that called the army people to Imo State to come and do what? To come and create a company.
Just a minute. Let us hear from the caller on the phone. Then we'll come back to you. Caller on the phone, tell us your name and where you are calling from.
My name is Chema. I'm coming from Italy.
Thank you, my brother. Go ahead. What do you have to say about the suspension of sit at home and other things?
My name is Chema. I'm calling from Italy.
Go ahead and make your contribution, Chema.
Brother, I'm so happy for what you people are doing because I'm very surprised of this. I'm surprised of this suspension of sit at home. I'm not so happy, honestly. The first thing I want to say, I don't know why suddenly suspension of this sit at home, because everybody are ready for this, and we have many enemies around. There have been many of them now have been saying many things, and I'm not playing such a thing, but they've been saying negative things. I don't want all this our struggle now that we have go for this struggle, and people have go down on this. I don't want anything that will make us and I have the faith that we are going to get the BIAFRA. But whatever that are doing, let them know that their head don't mean that they have power over us. Because many people are not happy that what is going on. Look at how they hold even if nobody knows if our barrister is real, is seeing our leader or not. After the committee, we tell us that look at this. After this, there's no way to see our leader, no communication, no video, only them. How can you tell me that such a thing is real? How can you just come out like this immediately? You say you suspect what everybody, even this second sit at home, the way people are planning to stay at home, let the world see that we are not happy to be in Nigeria anymore. But once the suddenly suspicion of it at home, you know that this thing is not, and there is no good explanation that this DOS give us to us. Honestly, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I'm against DOS. I know that they have their reasons, but they have to explain also what is the suddenly suspension. Why? We didn't give us any reason. Everybody just keep silent. God, I just want to. I'm not happy about all this thing because people. Biafra is our religion, and we are believing this Biafra. If this Biafra didn't come, brother, it's going to cause a very big problem. I don't want anybody will come from anywhere to come and tell us so you suspend what people have prepared already. Well, you people need to talk to DOS. Or let us see our leader. We want to see our leader. We want to see him. Because since these people worry, nobody see him. Only thing that we are hearing that
my brother round up so that other people will come in.
The high security, we don't need that. We are not a child. We are more educated people all over the world. We need to see our leader.
Now, Mazi, I want to ask you.
Let come out and explain to us what the reason why they suddenly suspension of this sit at home. Because men are not happy.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for calling. Thank you, Jim. Now, before I come back to you, Mazi Chimezie, you know, I made one video one certain time when I received some calls. And that video, I said that we need to see our leader, even if it's a 1 minute video. But I was criticized. Even Darlington called me some certain name, which I will not go into because I'm not here for that. But today, this suspension of IPOB sit at home, for me, on my own opinion, because there is something. Our people say that if I believe, I repeat it, I have just underline this word. I believe that KANU has a role to play in this suspension.
And we will get to the root of this.
And we must get. So that's why I don't blame DOS for this thing. Because once order come from MAZI NNAMDI, they tell him that order come from MAZI NNAMDI, DOS must obey that order. So that is one thing we must know. DOS is the highest rank in IPOB, but they take order from MAZI NNAMDI, who is the highest. When he said yesterday, he said that the order comes from the highest command, the highest. That is why they cannot challenge the highest authority. Then, so if we are calling on DOS, we must know that they take order from the highest authority.
Sorry to cut you. Sorry to cut you. Don't be so moved by that word DOS. Nande, we are talking about people's life here.
We are saying the same thing.
So when you say the highest, one in this struggle, let me just give you an example. They say when you are dealing with the devil, you should be very wise, wiser than serpents. You see this whole thing we are talking about. Nobody in this struggle is a child anymore. Nobody that have not witnessed what it means that in that eastern region, we don't have any other person apart from MAZI NNAMDI Okukalo that is speaking and is under the custody of the DSS, hijacked from Kenya. MAZI NNAMDI have lost his dearly lovely mother, lost his dearly father, lost a great freedom fighter.
Brother, just a minute, I'll come back to
so
you.
When you are talking about the DOS, I believe they are residing in the state, United States of America, or wherever they are residing. A time will come, they will leave that office and start coming home. My brother, I don't play with the life of people. Oh. They shouldn't play with the life. They shouldn't. Let me finish. Let me finish. For my own thing, You see this sit at home. You don't know what it means in the spiritual realm. Imana, we are talking here, but we are fighting against principalities and powers of ruler of darkness. People that want you to remain slave for the rest of your life. So you should understand that it has to do with trade. They call it trade and barter. Promise of something, which we know in this whole struggle. We have been seeing the rules of how people that started even this before we came in. The rules they have been playing. The rules they have been playing. Some of them are, many shall fall on this struggle. But the most important, you should know the root of the people giving us information.
Just a minute, because this caller is calling from the zoo. Hello, good morning. Tell us your name and where you are calling from, and make it snappy.
Hello, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Bro, actually, I'm calling from Lagos. My name is Tochu. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. The world is listening. Tell us your own
please,
view.
I want to ask you one question. Please, I have a question. Just a question that I want to ask.
Go ahead and ask.
The question I want to ask now, I'm asking you directly now.
Okay. Go ahead.
Is our leader Mazi NNAMDI KANU alive? Is he alive?
That is what I can.
Can you answer me?
It's a question. It's a question.
Yes or no, because the last time I hear from him is on the month of May.
Since our leader is being kidnapped, see, as I am now, I'm like, you don't know how I'm feeling.
Brother, did you hear him?
We have not seen him. We have not seen him in video. We have not seen him anywhere. And this very lockdown order that they give is the only solution. And it's going to give us their plan today and tomorrow. Without anything countering this order now, it's completely to finish us. It's completely just to follow all the efforts that we have been doing. Just to organize us. It's not acceptable. This talking of this lockdown is completely it's not from the right source. It's not something that we're going to obey.
Okay. Yes, it's a disastrous.
It's not something we are going to obey at all. It's not something. If US do not come 24 hours from now and explain to us why they are saying that because of the stuff going to because of, I'm very, very angry with them. I'm telling you the truth. We have not seen this man. We have just they said he is that. Why can't they show us this one now that we see that is the only thing that's going to give us BIAFRA today and tomorrow, and our people is completely going to obey. Okay, now the first
it's like the caller, we lost the caller.
Let me pick up from that place.
Go ahead.
Hello, brother.
Okay, let him finish if he's still writing.
Okay, my brother, go ahead. Caller on the WhatsApp.
Yeah. What I want to contribute in this issue about that, actually, it was very, very effective. And
everybody's positive about it.
Game. This is a game they are playing. And two, I think this is one or the two of our last games that we will play and we will defeat Nigeria. For them to suspend it, I think there must be something. And two, after our barrister visited MAZI NNAMDI KANU, that was when this thing started. So let us keep calm and be watching. Like Ipob tweeted now that he's going to address the issue about the sister at home. So let us hold on and be watching and see what is their plan.
Okay, thank you for your wonderful opinion.
The at home was very, very effective.
Okay.
God bless you, my brother. We are together.
Thank you. You made your point very clear. And
God bless you.
All understand it. Almost here.
Almost here.
Caller on the WhatsApp, tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Good morning.
All hail Biafra.
Yeah.
Tell us your name and where you are calling from, please.
Brother, if you are a freedom fighter that's been in the platform of this struggle, you know what they call rules and regulation. When you come to the platform, you indicate of where you are coming from and your name. We are one family. God bless you.
Okay. Chukwuemeka from Spain, right?
From Spain, yeah.
Go ahead and tell us your own opinion and what you think.
Yeah,
Make it 1 minute.
I just woke up and see your program there. So, matter of fact, to be honest with you, you can speak English or Igbo, what you want.
Use
Carry
any
go,
language.
carry go, carry go. The word is listening.
Hello.
Use any language of yours.
All right. Okay, let me for everybody to understand. Listen, I can from my own side of it, to be honest with you, 50 million Biafran yesterday, including my very self talking to you. I was down for the yesterday. Just like a brother people can man. It's not what we agreed upon, is what we're doing. You see, I listened carefully yesterday to that man, DOS. What he said, the statement he made yesterday, has no relation or relative to what we're talking. So that very same thing he said, I can't even comprehend one particular language there. Okay, you call it off. There was nothing, you know, a promise
to back it up.
A promising yes. Open up and then open the team and I can open. Okay, Sonia when they get nothing. Just verbally that and go. What was it? Just it kept everybody suspended. Kept everybody become an abroad. And for everybody was expecting that if you try this sit at home second time, yes. Zoo go here for better. They find nicotine to drink.
Because they know.
He came back and told us he's been suspended. Okay, the reason might be known to him, but yet, if the reason is being known to him, there's a certain way it's supposed to tell the follower. You relax yourself. It's for our own good. At least when our leader used to tell us, like, give another, and let him counter it. He used to tell us, this is the reason why I did this. Look, relax. We are with them. This is nothing.
That is the explanation that prompted everybody to start asking questions, because they just come out and announce the sit at home have been suspended and they just end up without any clarification. It's true that everything must not be made public, but at least
encouragement does not come from him. Any word of encouragement to the whole spirit is high. No word of encouragement. No word of say, okay, you relax yourself. Look. Don't lose. Be courageous. Stand steadfast. Nothing like that. Just give the news about industry, electricity. Or somebody Nazi. What I mean? What has it got to do with what you're talking about? This strategy will hold to boycott this business in it.
This caller have called before. Please, when you call before, please allow others to call.
All right. So let me just bring it down. So let me stop what up with the interview. But people are
Thank you, my brother.
No matter what about maybe
you see it. 99% of Biafrans are not happy about this suspension. So, and this is why I am calling on DOS to please to address us, even if it's a 1 minute, 2 minutes, brief us the reason why the suspension must hold, or else you will discard this very suspension and we continue with our Monday sit at home, because you confirm to us that is bringing a positive result. And
MAZI Achebe, let me just help. Let me just help you so you can have a peace of mind.
That's how it's supposed to be. Something must continue, and unless you are replacing it with another something more stronger than
MAZI Achebe, let me come in and help. Let me help your spirit.
Just make it snappy. We have a caller on the phone.
MAZI Achebe, whether the DOS put this word, let me tell you what will happen, which I have confirmed since yesterday till now. Nobody is obeying that DOS.
No, don't say that. No,
let me finish now. Let me speak to my own opinion.
No,
let me speak.
No, I cannot.
Let me finish.
No,
I said, let me come to
that words. You will not say that nobody will obey DOS.
Let me tell you something.
Must obey DOS. What DOS need to do is to give us some clarification.
MAZI Achebe, if somebody die, you don't go visit them. The people there for prison for zoology job break. Man, the people they catch from Ebonyi State that was going for MAZI and NNAMDI. Have you heard anything about them? Now we are talking about life and death here. You say I should pamper what?
Not pampering.
Then let me finish. When I finish, you can. When I finish, you can. When I finish, listen, my brother. When I finish, you can correct me because you don't know where I'm landing to. I am not.
Because if
let me finish now.
That way, the callers can be.
No, but you never allow me to land. If you allow me to land, then you can correct me.
You have to correct it and go straight. Now, I am not shutting you up, please, but I am trying to correct.
Okay, what did I say?
You said that nobody will obey DOS. No, that word, that statement is what I corrected.
Then you let me to. You let me to. When I say that word, but you don't let the word that is coming. Listen, see, they say two heads is better than one.
Exactly.
Then you could have allowed me to finish. Listen, see, if you allow me to finish, then you get where I'm going to. Because the pain you are feeling is the pain I'm feeling. I am telling you information I got from home.
Hello, caller on the phone, just a minute, I will come back to you. Caller on the phone, just a minute, I'll come back to you.
Brother, sorry to use that word. Let me withdraw the word so I can give you your own respect.
Thank you. That's what I expected.
Then you didn't allow me to finish. You, brother. I am not big. I am not too big to be corrected. Oh no.
We have caller on the phone so that we move ahead.
One day, let me tell you about this sit at home. That is where I'm dressing to.
Okay.
Nobody is on Monday. Mark what I am telling you. Sit at home, continue. Mark it. I got information. Nobody is going to disobey what I do. No, everybody is sitting at home on Monday. Because you know why? The people in home, they know what this sit at home has fetched. And that's only Yakuku Mebon. Me and you there for diaspora here. Are you in diaspora? Are you in Biafra land? Them that in the when they look at the turnover and that on the 9th. So them that sit at home know what it means. And they are not going back. We are just here. That's why I'm always suggesting we in the diaspora here. How many of us are ready to go home now?
Maz, let us hear caller from on phone so that we will continue from where you stop. Please, caller on the phone, tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Yeah, good day. My name is Bartolome Ikedorofo. I'm calling from Jakarta.
Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Bartolome Ikedorofo. Go ahead, the world is listening.
Yeah, are you hearing me very well?
Yes, go ahead. The word is listening. Well. Yes, go ahead. The word is listening.
Okay. I want IPOB. I want indigenous people of Biafra members to be patient. Let us not conflict issues. Let us not make things up. Now, everybody is bitter. I am more bitter than whosoever. We are not interested in what Ogidi PG said. He said his own opinion, and later he realized his senses and came back to apologize. Number one, what the people call themselves Imo State youths is talking. They are talking nonsense. Are we Arewa youths? We, the indigenous people, are we Arewa youths?
No.
So their matter is baseless. Our concern is one thing. That one thing is what? Let MAZI Chika Edozie, the head of DOS, should please, for God's sake, for the interest of peace, let him come online and tell us. Let him come live and tell us. This pending or cancelling of sit-at-home Mondays was suspended because of this, either the order is from our leader or not. And he has he's owing us 1 billion apology. Let him come and tell us that this is what is the cost of this.
Let him come address Biafra all over the world.
Live and tell us to avoid catastrophe. If he does not know how to lead people, he should know where he is. It's a very sensitive place. And he should know all eyes is on him. And all minds and hopes is on him. As the DOS, we have been cautioned to respect the DOS, and we are giving them the respect. They should return the respect back to us. It's a reciprocal.
Exactly.
They should reciprocate to us. Let MAZI, I hope he's watching. I hope he's hearing me.
I believe they will send the video to him.
Let him humbly. I put the word. Let him humbly. He is serving indigenous people. He is serving indigenous people. Do you know how many million people we are?
He doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't know.
People are talking about, who do you call it? KANU, KANU. We don't have business with that one. We don't know him. Ipob is indigenous people of Biafra, not indigenous.
Maybe some people don't know the meaning of what it means to be indigenous people.
We don't know him. He's on his own. If he has any plan, let him go on. We don't have this time. DOS, we are holding them responsible. Let MAZI Doziem and his group should please, for the interest of peace,
MAZI, please, you can now round up so that you give others chance to talk, because we have a lot of callers here.
Hello.
You
what? Come again.
I say you can round up so that you can round up, because you have hit the point, and this is what I expected people to go straight.
Well spoken, sir. Well spoken.
Please come.
Well spoken.
Tell us the reason why this suddenly came up, and nobody told us reason for it. We are demanding the reason. Let them come and tell us why. Please. That is all. Let this message be conveyed to him, and I hope he's live hearing us. Let him come and reciprocate to us. Let him come and tell us the reason and say sorry to it.
Hello, tell us your name and where you are calling from. Who be this one?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Tell us your name and where you are calling from. No, we have a lot. So if you watch my brother Chigozie, you will see that everybody is supporting what you just said. Good afternoon from here.
Hello, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon. Tell us your name.
Introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Lazarus, and I'm calling from Lagos. Yeah.
Right on, my brother.
What? Can you hear me?
Go ahead. What is your name again?
Lazarus.
My name is Lazarus.
Okay, Lazarus. Go ahead.
From Lagos.
Go ahead. The word is listening.
Okay, please. I wouldn't want to take much of your time or any person's time. The only thing I want to first get to MAZI to come out why the sudden cutoff or suspension of the sit at home, because since yesterday night, honestly, nobody has slept in this house, both me and my family. The thing witness me that I cannot even go to work this morning, because when I get to work now, a lot of things, a lot of attack will be coming from here and there. So I decided to stay at home. Please, see, this opportunity is here for me to get to you. Please let me get to MAZI and tell him, MAZI, the head of DOS, to come out before evening and explain to the whole Biafrans why
this thing is like this. Please, that is the only thing I want to tell you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
God
you.
bless you, my brother. You were spoken.
Because yesterday, I didn't sleep this morning. I was thinking. I think many things. I said, what is happening?
But because we are fighting against principalities and powers and rulers of darkness.
So, but me,
people that doesn't want good things.
For this struggle, for this sit at home to yield fruit, the kind positive result that we get, we must know that the enemies must
please, from your own spirit now, because I'm dealing with spiritual things. From your own spirit, as watching as on natural freedom, what did you see on that on the 9th?
My brother, what I saw on that very day is Biafra referendum. The result of how Biafra referendum will be. That is what you what played that very day. And the Biafran scored 98%. The 2% is the politicians being sponsored people, which even on the day of a referendum, you must expect them to behave like the way they have behaved.
Then did the people of Ogidi that came through the Zendibo, did they apologize for their stupidity?
Yes, they did.
Then the same majority do what?
Stay at home.
No, majority carries the vote.
Yes, majority carries the vote. And
when there's a difference between positive and without impositive. So the positive is why you see this nonsense happening now. Because this sit at home, everybody sit. One day, it's not about 3 days. It's only 1 day. 1 day. 1 day in this struggle.
In a week. 1 day in 7 months.
1 day.
And people are locking their shop every Sunday to go church. Yet the economy did not.
What's economy? What's economy?
Economy.
Every business in the eastern region is individual business.
Well, like our brother advised us to just relax and give them a minute, some few.
No, we are relaxing now, but we relax now, but we shouldn't express our grievances.
It's being organized.
Do you know that this kind of thing? Do you know that this kind of thing can cause somebody high BP and died?
Good morning. Please tell us your name. Oh God, this caller is trying to call and call and call, but his network is so bad that
maybe his network. Well, it depends on where he resides. The network might be too low. All depends on
exactly. So, my brother, write down. The word is listening.
Introduce yourself, please.
No, I'm talking to you.
Okay, me.
Yeah.
So, Mazi, let's just be realistic. We have come a long way in this struggle. The most important thing we are agitating for is for them to leave our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukalu. Because if Mazi Nnamdi Kalu is not in the detention now, all this nonsense will not be happening.
Just a minute. Hello, good afternoon from here. Tell us your name and where you are calling from. Good afternoon from here. Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
My name is Chuka. I'm calling from Lagos, Nigeria.
God bless you. Right on.
Right on.
I have to just go straight to
point. The DOS must come and tell us why they suspended this sit-at-home order. And the DOS...
Please, if you are not from our... Go ahead, Mazi.
Yes. Now, what the DOS have done is the same thing Nigerian Labour Congress does to Nigerians. Nigerian NLC. They will say, come out for strike. We will come out. They will say, go inside again. They will not achieve what we want to achieve. And this thing is going to destroy them, giving us further orders. And we will be ready to follow them. So the DOS is just behaving like Nigeria Labour Congress.
and they are destroying the trust we have in them.
We must act this.
Everybody is angry and they are quiet. Why will they be quiet? They are.
This caller, beg you give chance. I have picked your call 3 times.
Labour Congress, they should do something quickly. We want to continue to sit at home. We have not achieved any results.
Go on, the world is listening.
I'm very angry. I am very, very angry. And I'm sure other Biafrans are angry.
Exactly.
Exactly.
What is the GOS? Then they come off a road, though. Another papa.
MAZI Achebe, if you be hegemeo, it's not you MAZI can you one day because this sit at home bring a lot of good fruits.
Well, okay, you have made your point. You have made your point clear, and you are in the same track with other Biafrans all over the world. Now, I want my people who are residing in the zoo contraption to tell us, because they are the one that we are asking to sit at home. I want them to call in. Do they want to continue the sit at home?
MAZI, MAZI, they are calling. Anytime they are calling, that is the last question to answer them. What is their own
opinion?
That is where you get, what is their own opinion? Then you get the answer.
Okay. That is
anytime somebody from the zoo call, asking what is your own opinion, then you will understand the area I'm going. Exactly. That is the area I am hitting. Because I made a call home. As I'm at that, when they don't, nothing changes it at home on Monday. Mark it, you see it. Because you know why?
Good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Yeah, good morning, brother. Please, I'm very sorry for calling again this second time.
Right on. Introduce yourself again, because the world is listening.
Introduce yourself again, because we cannot recall your name.
Okay. This is why I call you.
Your name. Afagi.
The people that is supporting this very.
Your name. Introduce yourself, brother, please. We are begging you.
They cannot.
Your name is very important whenever you call.
So we will know who is talking and who is not talking.
The first thing you have to do is to introduce yourself and tell us where you are calling from. Then you can go ahead and make your contribution. Hello, tell us your name and where you are calling.
Yeah, my name is Ike Chuku. I'm calling from Manchester, UK.
Ike Chuku from Manchester.
I want to contribute something about what we are just discussing. My contribution is that I think sometimes we need to have some patience for some certain issue.
Should have consensus.
This DOS issue, I think we are too in here to discuss it. We are under command and obey in IPOP. Our DOS is the next person to us after our leader, NNAMDI KANU. I can't believe that the DOS can just stand up and begin to announce to suspend our station. There must something, as they say.
Sorry, caller. Can I come in? Let me cut you short.
Where do you
let me cut you short, brother. No, sorry. No, come correct that thing before. No. Let me correct it immediately. Let me correct before it escalates.
Allow him to finish. He come with a contrary idea.
Means that the message is from our leader. They can't come outside and begin to tell everybody who what that NNAMDI KANU is inside the cell and giving order. It will be a problem to us. They can't be explaining everything to us. We have to have some sense. I don't know why our people are doing that way. The order is from above, means that it's from our leader.
MAZI.
Let him finish now. Let him finish.
No.
We use our brain. Look at I see what some people are commenting that the money has changed hands and on DOS. It's wrong. We are killing ourselves. Let us have some sense. The order is from our leader. If they don't know, this is what they want to hear. When they hear from me, the order is from our leader, not from DOS. DOS have no power to say it. Let them have some sense. It's too early to discuss it. Let us discuss about our Nigerian government that the evil they are doing. Let there be the discussion that we're supposed to be discussing. Not
my brother from Manchester. Thank you. Can I just let me answer that question? Let me answer that question.
Listen and listen attentively.
With all due respect, what is the meaning of IPOB? One family. Then let me help you.
Hello.
Let me finish.
Hello.
Are you hearing me?
Okay. Yeah.
My brother, with all due respect, if you want to, this is the largest. IPOB is one of the largest movements all over the world.
Yeah.
And secondly, I want to ask you one question now. This sit at home, what did you see in this sit at home on the 9th?
Yeah, network is breaking now.
Okay, are you listening? Let me repeat what he said. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, he said that IPOB. The first question is, what is the meaning of IPOB, one big family? And he said that IPOB is the largest mass movement in the world. And he said the last sit at home that took place on the 9th of August, what did you see on that very sit at home? That is what he asked you. Am I right, Chimezie?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you there? You are not ready to answer. How can't you hear? Why can't you?
Your network is bad. It's breaking.
We have been communicating here since we don't have such problem here.
Please come again with your question. We are trying to make ourselves put ourselves in order.
You are right. You are right. We are not quarreling. We are not quarreling, sir. You are the one that is quarreling.
Calm down. Let us calm down for at least. The US know what they are doing. They are not doing whatever they are doing on their own benefit. They are doing for the benefit of all their friends all over the world.
Now, the question now is that how can they do something without letting the people they are leading the way forward or where they were heading?
Thank you very much. That is what I just said. That it's too early to us to bring this issue into the.
It's not too early. It's not too early. No, it's not too early. Listen, Mazi, listen. You can't be talking. Everybody cannot be talking at the same time.
Now punch that man out from that place. If you can be able to be telling us that way, man.
When you were talking, I asked him to.
We are talking about life and death here.
Now you have to listen to others when others are talking. That is how things are being done. Now, why I say that it's not too early for them to make it. The day they suspend this very sit at home, they have to give the reason. With that moment, you don't keep it waiting. When you suspend it, you give the reason why you are suspending it, so that people will not ask why. Because they fail to give the reason, that is why you see people are asking, and people are calling it fake news. I posted it yesterday. They say that it's a fake news. Any platform that carried it yesterday, including BIAFRA child in Wachineke, all the comments you will see there is fake news. Because
man say he doesn't even know about this thing.
Clarification. Now, that is why the DOS fight against this sit at home, against the suspension last week. This week they suspended it. On the 11th of August, Biafra Radio posted that what is your take on the suspension of this sit at home? People were against it, that it must continue. All of a sudden, you didn't hear the people's opinion and you act. It's not all about we are not doing it or we have to obey. We are different from Fulanis. We are different from Hausas. The Biafrans, they are reasoning. They are thinking. They ask questions before they do something. You need to convince them for them to believe you. You don't need to come out and just tell them to do this. They will just start. That is why everything MAZI Nnamdi Kanu want to do. He will give you the reason why he asked you to do it. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu can never come out and give you and say, go and jump into lagoon without telling you the reason why you will jump into that lagoon. So the question you will ask now is, why do they suspend the sit at home? And what are they coming up with? Why do they not come up with
what was the result?
And what was the result?
The result on the 9th of sitting at home. What was it? You have to balance it too. Then we know where we are going.
We respect DOS.
You cannot tell people to go and sit at home. Are we your slave?
To them. Caller on the phone, can you hear us? Oh my God, the callers are too many. I cannot.
No, because why people are calling like that? Because something is wrong in the fundamental right of human right for mother express feeling here.
So this issue now is what we have to tackle from the beginning. It's not something you will just tell people that
you just go and sit at the council. On a Chelsea match would go play.
Why I say you must tell people the reason, because people that have appointment for job interview that call it off because of this sit at home. All of a sudden, you now say that he have been suspended. Some people lose many things. We lose a lot of things. So there's something you consider. Only any weapon has to be fair.
Okay, what about Ndu? What about Ndu Bago? Now Monday. You are not. Ipob is one of the largest movements in the world. Respect is being given to who respect is being given to now.
Hello.
Hello.
To me? Hello.
Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
My name is Zuchubuzo Onwen. I'm calling from Poland.
Okay,
I want to contribute to some little issue about this DOS who suspended the sit at home of Biafra. Hello, are you listening to me?
Go ahead.
Right now, we are listening.
Okay. DOS, they are carrying their own work. We are understanding that way. But this is all about our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. And the DOS come out to say that we are going to sit at home before some let them to lead our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. And they them to come out here today and say that we are suspending the sit at home. For me here, I'm not accepting that kind of thing, because already they have never been to lead our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Our target is to lead Nigeria. They lead the Zoom, not to fight ourselves. The way the DOS come out to suspend this, we are not happy for it. And they don't want for that. Our target is to lead them, let them release our leader, and this DOS, they let them swallow the power of what to swallow and let them come back and let the statement that this at home will carry along until the release of our leader. Thank you, and God bless all your brothers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. As you can see, the world, every Biafran, even lovers of freedom, all of them are against the suspension of the sit at home, because they know this is the best strategy.
Last weapon we have. The whole Biafra sit at home is only last weapon we have.
You have said it all.
Outside on the streets and protest their killers. We come outside on our home and protesting the killers. And now the last weapon we have is only to sit at home and let them release our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. And
God bless you.
Come out yesterday and saying that they are suspending the sit at home. We are not going to accept it until they release our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. For Monday, let's sit at home for all the whole Biafra land.
until they release our leader.
Mechuko Kikama bless you, my brother.
We win
Mechuko Kikama bless you.
And if we still continue going for that, they will release our leader. Now the KANU for referendum will take place.
Thank you, my brother. You have made the point clear. And
a very vital point.
Every Biafrans and lovers of freedom we are crying for, and that is why we are shouting. Thank you. Let's hear from other callers. Thank you. Thank you. Now, let us hear from who did this one? The phone is not connecting. Now, the reason. Hello, caller on the phone. Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Yes, my name is Anekwe. I'm calling from Birmingham, UK.
Anekwe?
Can you hear me?
You say your name is Anekwe, right?
Yes.
You are calling from UK?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, and the word is listening to you.
Okay, I want to say something.
Go ahead.
And my contribution comes with a question. My question is, the decision of a sit at home, who took that, who announced it first? Like, how did it come? It was announced by DOS, right?
Yes. Yes. With explanation.
In this movement now, listen, in this movement now, DOS is like the governing body, right?
Yes.
Do you believe that when NNAMDI KANU was around, that every decision he took was not just decided by himself, but by the whole DOS, then he announced it? Do you believe that?
I cannot answer what I am not aware of.
Okay. My problem with what you people are, me, myself, I'm even angry that the sit at home was suspended. But our people should stop behaving like market women. You people are behaving like market women. Let me be raw with you. I'm not trying to insult anybody.
And you are behaving like the shepherd that cannot carry their shepherd.
Wait. This sit at home was announced by DOS. People obeyed and sat at home. And then DOS came back again and said, next week, don't sit at home. People started shouting, oh, they are compromised. Oh, what is happening? Oh, this, oh, this. A movement like this is like a military operation. Once they tell you stop, you stop. Not to start asking questions that they should come and give you reasons. This thing people are doing now, let me tell you the effect. You want DOS to come and tell you, yes, that it was NNAMDI KANU that gave order for the sit at home to be suspended before people can calm down. That means you are telling this DSS to stop giving NNAMDI KANU access to his lawyer. You people are behaving like market women. You are not behaving like people who are in a struggle like IPOB.
Happy, leave this person for me. Leave her for me. Leave her for me. Happy. Have you finished?
Listen, make your point so that we'll ask you question. You just said your point, and I hope you are willing.
Have you finished?
Ask me, I'm listening. So
brother, what do you understand by freedom fighter?
What?
What do you understand by freedom?
What I understand by freedom?
Yeah.
Freedom is your ability to do something without interference. Your ability to decide and take action without interference from a third party. That is freedom. Say what you want.
Okay, then what do you understand by the indigenous people of Biafra?
What I understand by the indigenous people of Biafra are indigenous, people who are indigenous to Biafra. And then as a movement, it is a movement trying to secure freedom for the people who are indigenous to the land called Biafra. What else?
Then what do you understand by family?
Family.
Yeah.
Your questions are irrelevant to what we are discussing. I don't understand.
Because you are irrelevant to say that we are making noise.
My brother,
because let me finish with him now. Let me finish with him.
Wait,
my brother,
Let me come in.
This
I
is
have
a
questions to ask. You have
okay.
asked
Answer,
me,
brother.
My brother caller on the phone. You said that first. You said that DOS announced the sit at home.
Yes.
Now, can I ask you this question? What was the purpose of announcing the sit at home?
The sit at home was a protest.
What is the purpose? What do they tell you that you will achieve?
What the world want to achieve by saying sit at home from the first stage?
When do they tell you that it will stop?
Okay, they said that if they do not grant the lawyers access to NNAMDI KANU before the 9th, this was the main leading point for the sit at home.
Do you listen to Radio Biafra at all?
Before the 9th.
Do you listen to Radio Biafra at all, my brother? It's a simple question, yes or no? Do you listen to Radio Biafra at all? Yes or no? Because what you are saying now is out of point, OP.
Okay, listen, okay.
Because that's not what listen, what DOS, listen, my friend.
This movement, if you are a soldier, let me ask you. If you are a soldier, because in this movement we are like soldiers. The DOS is like the commanding body, like the army commander.
Yes.
If you are going on an operation, on an operation as a soldier,
yes,
and then in the midst of the operation, your commander says abort the operation, what will you do?
It depends. That's what will lead to the commander, and what can lead to coup. No, you ask question. Have I answered your question? My brother, you are talking out of point, and I talk with people that reasoning. People like you are saboteur. I must tell you the truth.
No. Listen. There's a way. No, brother. If you are dealing with people like, don't shout.
No, this one.
No, listen now. You say by their truth.
When you listen to them, they are the one causing problem in IPOB. They are the one that the DOS will say submit money to this very account. They will not submit the money. This kind of people, when you put them in a position, they will be fighting people and they will pretend to be the good sheep. This kind, any person that come out and now tell you that, imagine who is not listening to Radio Biafra is now trying to educate me. The purpose of sit at home is you must sit at home until our leader is being released and the referendum date is given.
No, Mazi Achebe, wait first of all. Pipe low, when the pipe low, save your energy. Mazi Achebe, please, no. Save your energy.
When you talk of military, if you are in a war front and the commander failed to command you and they are killing you, you have every right to turn your back, crack your gun, shoot that your commander, and they command the war. If that is the military rule, that if the military, under the military rule, if the person is not doing well, that is what bring out about the coup. You will overthrow the commander.
The person way they talk for this, but he know who they talk to.
It is imagine.
Yeah, I know.
Listen,
my brother, let me tell you. Let me introduce myself with you. My brother, let me introduce myself to you.
You understand now?
No, let me introduce myself to you. My brother, have you been in the war front before?
But what I'm telling you, Maza,
I want to answer you a question. Have you been in the war front before?
Is a display of indiscipline.
That's why I asked you, indiscipline. Have you been in the war front before?
And I answer your question, but you were unable to answer mine. I answer your question, but you were unable to answer
about indiscipline. Have you been in the war front before?
What did you ask me?
Okay,
have you been in the war front before?
That is not what you are.
I'm not the one who asked you the meaning of family. I ask you simple question. What is the purpose of announcing the sit at home? You say that is for lawyers to go and see MAZI NNAMDI KANU. That exactly shows that you are not listening to Radio Biafra. And you never one day listen to MAZI Chike.
that we are saying the same thing.
No, we are not saying the same thing. We are saying different thing entirely because it's not the purpose.
Not released.
And the referendum date, that is the purpose of sit at home.
Wait. We will be sitting at home every Monday.
Until MAZI and KANU is being released. It's not that what they say.
Unconditionally.
Unconditionally.
Listen, your commanding officer then reviewed the operation and tell you, let us abort this strategy.
With what reason?
With
what reason?
As a soldier, your duty is to obey.
You, as a soldier, soldiers do question. You don't say, you don't say.
Discipline.
I have been into military. You have never been into military, so you cannot tell me about military, my brother.
As far as this
please
is concerned, thank you.
Allow others to call so that we will have some reasonable contribution.
That guy say he's calling from London.
Not everybody in IPOB that are educated. Some people don't listen to Radio Biafra. Hello, my brother. Go ahead. Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Hello.
Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Okay. Good afternoon, my brothers.
Good afternoon.
My name is Vincent. And I'm calling from my location.
Okay. Go ahead. I've seen your location.
Please, my contribution in this topic is that if DOS, they are the one that gives the order we should sit at home. I'm in Nigeria calling.
I know.
And everybody.
Don't forget that question to ask that guy.
I'm even preaching to the people. Wanted to go, even today, to tell our friends that the sit at home is working. I'm preaching to the people and we are even arguing it. So for them to come back and they cancel the sit at home in the night, in the middle of the night, I was even crying. Even I cannot even sleep. So they have to give us the reason why. And the truth, you are saying that maybe they have already compared our leader or do this to our leader. If they do it, his lawyers should come and tell us and we will burn down Abuja. They will not even try to touch our leader, talk less of comparing him. That one it cannot be happening, and whereas we the Biafrans are alive.
Joy Ajija about Monday.
Somebody they will not even go there.
I have this question for you. You are residing in our land. Are you people willing to comply with it, sit at home next Monday, or you people want to go about your business?
I'm already in the campaign itself. Since yesterday, I'm doing even the campaign for sit at home. Last night that I heard the news, I was very broke. Seriously.
Okay, because
I was very, but I'm just respecting them because of our leader.
Okay, you have said it all. So that shows that our people are ready to comply. So when the soldiers are ready to go to war,
then ask him another question. My brother, this sit at home. How did you? What was the result on the 9th of that sit at home? 9th of this August. What was the result?
The sit at home. What I observed in the sit at home. The sit at home is more effective. Is more giving result than the protest that we are even doing on the road. They are killing our people, all this and that. The sit at home is very good. I was there, I witnessed it, not like even the bus that is loading on the people that are loading bus, they have their bus system. They even, some of them are appreciating, even my neighbor, I'm with my neighbor here, my neighbor is even appreciating the sit at home. But when I told him this morning that they got the sit at home, he was getting angry, and he said that they told us to sit at home until our leader come out. So they cannot just come without no reason and just tell us we should call the sit at home, they will go and sleep. Guys, the Afras, we don't rule like that. You should give us the reason.
Thank you, my brother. You have
God bless you. You have said it all.
Let us hear from this our comrade. He's one of us. Let us hear from him because I watched his program yesterday, and let us hear what he has to say. Many call to even pick a call and it will connect is a problem. Good morning.
All hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra. Good afternoon from here. Mazi, please tell us your name and where you are calling from. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. The truth of the matter is this, that
tell us your name, the word is listening, so that the word will know who is talking.
Well, first of all, my name is MAZI Odinkemman Kandelemu Chineke, a bona fide active member of IPUB and also an active financial member as well, serving the indigenous people of Biafra through media, evangelism, and also music. But like I was saying, they sit at home. People are enjoying it. Myself, I'm enjoying it. Millions, over 70 millions of Biafrans are enjoying it because this is the only way and very cheap for us to have our civil disobedience without being fear of the bullet from the military terrorists or police terrorists from Nigeria and etc., etc. Just sit at home. And we've been able to use that to crumble the economy on that 9th of August 2021. And now they have called it off. So the news after the DOS gave that suspension out in a right saying that it's not his doing, that it was Barry's Ifeanyi through yeah, as that is true. Hungry. People are hungry about it. Now let us look at it this way. They have seen that how people are so much angry that we want this to go on. And let's also see it this way, that our leader is giving Nigerian government ogonogo we have a rethink. Release the unconditionally. Release all the Biafrans that have been under incarceration for many years in all the detention in Nigeria. Also give us our mandate. Because this Ogonogodo, MAZI NNAMDI gave them this Ogonogodo in 2012 when he was campaigning for one Nigeria. In 2012, he told them
in UK
behind him are very, very angry and want to tear the country into pieces violently. But most of them who are in Britain want to work with Nigerian government in peace. But what we will not accept is a repeat of 1966, 1967 to 1970. This is what we are not going to take. And for that reason, they should look into the terrorist killings, more especially in the north. So we have seen, he has seen that Nigerian government is not ready to do anything. That is why we pick up flag. And you see, picking up flag, they kill us for protesting. Ibocha, Port Harcourt, they kill us for protesting. In Head Bridge on it, Asaba, so many places, they kill us for no just protesting with our flag. Self-determination is still recognized into their contraption 1999 constitution. But they kill us. So whoever that bring out this idea of sit at home, I recommend that person very, very much for bringing this idea. Now we are enjoying it. But our leader have let us wait. It's only suspend. Did not say we are not going to have it anymore. It's only suspend. But me, myself, if you ask me personal opinion, I want this to carry on that Monday. Because anything that will make Nigeria to bleed, this is what I stand for. Because anything that will cause to bleed, this is exactly what Nigeria wants, the counterpart. So our leader is being held on the captive now. But who are killing out just yesterday in Benue State. In Benue State, our people were slaughtered yesterday as we speak.
Nobody harassed them. Nobody arrested them. Nobody did nothing.
Okay,
but we
Mazi Odinkemma.
for freedom.
Mazi
We
Odinkemma.
are being subjected into all manner of treatment.
No, please,
Yes,
Mazi Odinkemma, I want to ask you this question. You know, last week, the Ipob DOS fight against the suspension of this sit at home, which you yourself know is aware of it. Now, what do you think that is the cause of this suspension of this sit at home?
Yes, last week they fight against it because KANU interfere into that matter. On the reason he says that the people who are writing WAEC must go about and write a WAEC, which later he came out and apologized. You understand what I'm saying now?
Yes.
Now, on the question that you say that what have been the why? Maybe, like I said, our leader is giving them Ogonogodo. You understand? Maybe our leader is giving them one last chance to see if they will comply. I think he's taking us to our freedom. Everything that happened, there always a reason. Why?
Do you think that our leader enjoys the suffering that he's getting from DSS, or do you think that is there any possibility that DSS might torture or threatening to kill him if he don't call this sit at home order off?
It's not about
because
threatening.
they know that it's only him that has the power to call it off.
If they would have succeeded by eliminating our leader, they would have done that in Kenya. Remember, his heart went to 18%. 18%. Nobody can survive that. Nobody can be able to survive that. And also remember that a few weeks ago, they bribed him with 15.2 billion, which is actually more than that. Because whatever Nigerian media feed us is a lie. They bribed him with 15.2 billion. So it's not about threatening him. No. They have already sacrificed everything,
Now let me recall you back, like they say.
So the issue
let him finish.
Of threatening him or subjecting him to a torture, that I don't think that is the case.
Okay.
I don't think that is the case.
Now let me recall you back to the 2017 event. Are you aware that when MAZI NNAMDI was arrested before, that he was offered to become the vice president of Nigeria in order to drop the BIAFRA agitation? Then give him cash, Ghana must go, which he did not disclose to us the
amount
that they offered him.
In Kujo prison.
He rejected all these things. The moment he rejected them, they left with no option than to send Nigerian soldiers to his house. And you know that while he was in their custody, they have every possibilities to eliminate him. But they allow him to go and later send soldiers to go to his house and kill him. So if they can think and they will go to his house to kill him, and they never did so when he was in their custody, why do you think that if there is no possibilities for them to repeat that such act after they have failed to kill him in Kenya and now is their custody? Do you think that these people cannot come up with such act again? Because nothing is impossible before a Fulani man. Don't underrate the stupidity of a Fulani person. Not to talk of when he wants something, he is ready to do undo. So I want explanation from the comparison of what took place in 2017 and what is happening now. Let us hear your own opinion on this.
Okay. In 2017, Quechua, you said they bribed him, but he refused, promising heaven and earth, he refused. Why didn't they kill him there at that spot where he refused? They will not, because they will the killing of our leader in their presence, you know, to tag them directly. It's going to be stained. Even the killing that they went to his house to kill him, they are still denying it up until today. Up until today, as we speak.
That we have the evidence.
That they did not go there. It's an allegedly. And remember that the state that we are right now is more dangerous. At that time, we are talking about, just about, let me just say, 50% of the Afrans are in support of the Afran movement at that time. But right now, 99% are in support, one. At that time, Middle Belt have not waken up to say that they want their own freedom. Today, Middle Belt have waken up. At that time, the Oduduwas have not waken up to say that they want the Oduduwa nation. Today, Oduduwa have waken up. At that time, the Hausa people have not waken up to say that they want their own freedom. Today, they have waken up. And everybody have now understand that MAZI NNAMDI KANU is not fighting for only Biafra, but he is fighting for everybody to be free. So the moment, the situation that we are in right now is very, very dangerous. And apart from that, God say that MAZI NNAMDI KANU will not die. Even NNAMDI KANU, God is not by his side. He would have been killed in Kenya for 8 good days. Nobody knows about him. They took him to unknown destination, an uncompleted building, unofficial building. So what stopped them from killing him? You know what I'm saying now? What stopped them from killing him? That is a question. So the moment that we are is very, very dangerous. It's impossible. It's impossible.
Okay.
And right now, as we're speaking today, believe me, right now as we're speaking now, they have never laid a finger on him. The only torture that they tortured him physically at that time when he was in Kenya, right now they are torturing him mentally, denying him something, the one thing or the other, books and the rest of them. This is what kind of things, and denying the freedom that we needed. You know what I'm saying now? But talking about killing him, that have gone beyond.
Now, let us come back to.
Angry. See what is happening is only the sit at home. The sit at home that DOS have come out to say that it has been suspended. The mistake that DOS made was just giving that suspension without saying that the order came from MAZI NNAMDI and through our barrister. You know what I'm saying now? If they said it this way, this is where the order came from.
At the initial time,
will not be high as it is right now. But now that he has come out, you can see that everything is coming down. Everything is down gradually. Because everybody, you and I, trust our leader with our life.
Exactly.
But apart from MAZI NNAMDI KANU, I don't trust anybody. And nobody can be like MAZI NNAMDI KANU. Nobody can talk like MAZI NNAMDI KANU. Because MAZI NNAMDI KANU is our savior. MAZI NNAMDI KANU is our own Muhammad. He is our own Jesus. He is our own Messiah.
Now, let me ask you this one more question. Let me ask you one more question. Let me draw you back in the scripture, because like they say, we are Israelites. That's why I want to draw you back. Do you remember the story of the first king of Israel called Saul, King Saul? King Saul was appointed because the Israelites we are crying unto God, give us king, against the will of God. Now, let me bring this to the DOS announcement. The whole Biafrans, we are shouting now, we must continue, we must continue, we must continue. Do you think that we are making the mistake of the same mistake Israel make when they ask God to give them king by asking the DOS to revise their order so that we continue the sitting at home? Or are we following the right path? What do you have to say? Because when you are saying, I say, okay, let me hear from you from these two areas. What do you have to say?
Well, if you ask me, I will say DOS should revise it, should look into it and revise it on a reason. When our leader gave order that Simon Eber should carry on the mount of Radio BIAFRA to use it to preach. You know what I'm saying now?
Yes.
They looked into it, they gave him the code of conduct, what to do, but he declined. And for that reason, they have a reason to do what? To not to follow that order. Now, this sit at home, as long as I'm concerned, 70 million Biafrans are concerned, this is the only way to do what? To push Nigerian government for them to give us what we want peacefully, without
and to release our leader unconditionally.
All we have to do is we to make sure that we support Eastern Security Network financially, so that they can have finances to be able to have their guns and bullets, partial bullets, when they want to face the Janjaweed coming into our land to invade us.
In other words,
for my own opinion, what we are doing is to have our leader released unconditionally, because you cannot have our leader in your custody, but somebody who is notorious criminal cybercrime is being protected by some Malami or whatever he call himself. Talking about due process. But when you went to Kenya to abduct our leader, you did not follow due process. The leader of Miyoti Allah is moving freely, vomiting all manner of rubbish. Nobody have arrested them. So for my own, that they should revise it back and let us carry on with it, because it's to save our own leader. If our leader, when he comes out and he say that you are suspended, fine and good. Let them pay the price. But let us bring him out. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother.
God bless you. Well spoken, brother.
Wonderful contribution. We must continue. And at the Biafrans all over the world, as you can see, 99.9% of Biafrans want the sit at home to continue, because this is the only strategies we can use to restore Biafra without shedding of any blood.
And for our voice to be heard,
we can use to release our leader. Conditionally, because when you check up, when you talk about freedom, you have different strategies. You can protest by blocking the road, by coming out on the street. You can protest by civil disobedience, by not going to work. You can protest by sitting at home. When you sit at home, you boycott every activities of the day. And that is the only safest place in a jungle like Nigeria, because you are in your house. Nobody will come there to kill you. Nobody will shoot you. You will be there and nobody will disturb you. And you will pass your message. We have seen many countries that use the same procedures to achieve their great desires. And I want DOS to hear the cry of the Biafrans, to hear the cry of the people whom they are leading, because without their people, they will not be DOS, because we are the people who they are leading. And I am asking them, please, you have to send this message to the place where you got this very order, and tell the person the reason why this thing must continue. You owe them it's your duty. You knows best, and I believe you people are intelligent. Your people are more smart, and I believe that this very issue have a way of addressing it so that it will not escalate to affect our people. It will not
mentally.
Because when these things stop, our people will feel like there is a foul play, because we have not heard from our leader, we haven't seen him, we have not heard anything about him. So suspending it is not a good idea, and I believe you people can hear our cry. Please call on the phone. Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Yeah, my name is Ujunwa Ananta. I'm calling from Owerri County.
Ujunwa Ananta, go ahead.
What I want to say in this issue is that there's no need of us shouting or doing anything. The order comes from the highest office, which is our leader. No other
exactly.
So we should stop giving orders and stop making things get out of hand, because as somebody is listening to you now, it looks as if we are wasting our time. The head of directors has given the order. We should keep to the order. There's no argument.
And nobody is arguing about the order. People are saying their opinion. So when you give order, you must listen to your own people, them whom you are leading.
There's no need for all this opinion. We have only
there is need for it, because if you say there is no need for it,
we are making orders to feel like
no, my brother, if you say there is no need, why did you tell them to sit at home at the first place?
People want to make any party, just to be giving people other new reasons. Something is going on inside, not to be start talking about whether we should continue or not continue. We are creating problems for ourselves.
So on your own opinion now, you stand there. We must not continue the sit at home as it said. Is that what you are trying to say? On your own opinion now, you stand that let the suspension of the sit at home take place with immediate effect.
For the fact that nobody is happy yet. For the fact they came out of our leader's mouth.
Are you there when our leader say it?
We don't have any other highest order apart from our leader. Then, okay.
Were you there when our leader
say it?
Did you listen to the broadcast yesterday?
I listened, but do you listen to the broadcast last week?
No, we're supposed to.
Do you know that MAZI KANU said that this order come last week? Why do they disobey it?
We are not confused.
My brother. My brother, simple question. Please, I want you to answer it. Oh, maybe his credit is finished. No, before you say that we must obey the order, when MAZI KANU suspended the sit at home last week, he said that the order come from MAZI NNAMDI. The question now is, why do they disobey it? And they're coming today to obey it. This is the one question I want someone to call in and explain to me. I am not against any order. The DOS remain the only place where we can take command and control for now. But anything they are doing with us, they must follow the step of MAZI NNAMDI by
my brother
explaining things to us.
MAZI, you have been talking. Let me just make
this and that.
MAZI Achebe, let me just make this thing very simple. Because I'm very good in listening to people's opinion. The only thing I still repeat here, and I will still repeat it again. This sit at home, was it positive or negative? Because let me finish. Let me finish so you can dilute it again after we finish this program. Everybody has his own opinion, but the best opinion is what is the result? Was it good or bad? Was it good or bad? How many of these people have gone to visit MAZI NNAMDI? How many of these people were there the day MAZI NNAMDI, they said they were going to bring him on the 26th? And how many of these people are going to tell us what is the solution of how our leader is going to be released unconditionally? This is what is supposed to be the topic, for our leader to be released unconditionally. What is the plan? What is the way you can be able to deal with the people we know how they are so wicked? We are dealing with devil. And the way you can deal with the people, because there's no governor, there is no Ezendibo that is in support of them to release MAZI and NNAMDI Kanu. That is number one, fundamental. And secondly, sitting at home of one day, is it a bad thing? Does it stop anything for people to go their various places to do their fellow business? Because when you talk about the business in the Eastern region, it's individual business. There is, since I was born, there is no government that in the Eastern region, they have put a good thing for us in the East till today. They are thinking of 2023 election. How many of them are support of Biafra struggling? Rather, our people are the people killing us today. Okezik Bazu, Devo Mahi, Hopus Odema. How many of them are support of our freedom? None of them. None of the SNDibu. And somebody is calling to tell the people opinion. Who are you fooling? The people that sit at home, nobody forced them. But they see reason to sit at home. How many people have been campaigning since they have been killing our people? What about our people that was going all the way from Ebonyi State, going to visit MAZI and NNAMDI Kanu in Lagos to show solidarity? Where are them? They were kidnapped in Lokoja. Where are they today? What are the DOS doing about our people that took 14 bus, cars, everything, LU 300? They were going to Abuja to show love to our leader, MAZI and NNAMDI Kanu. They were hijacked in Lokoja, close to Okene. Where are they today? Our lawyer know about this thing. How many of people are talking about our brothers that were hijacked on that highway? How many of our brothers are in the prison in Enugu? How many of our people are in the prison in different viral places in that diaspora? Accused. How many people are talking about these people? Because some people don't care because it's not your brother, because it's not your sister. Forgetting that the poverty in our land is unconditionally, that people are living wretchedly. Have you been to the University of Nsukka? Have you visited our schools? Sit at home is something that fetch a lot of good fruits. That's why you can see that we are not listening to the people in the power. Because of what? We all know how these people came into the power. By the so-called Janjaweed Fulani people. And they are the slave master to the Janjaweed people. Our Ezendibo are going to the north to go and take money. They have sold their dignity. We don't have any other person that MAZI and NNAMDI Kanu. And what we are doing is to see how our leader is going to be released unconditionally. Because if we agitate in that country, they kill us. The only thing we can do that can fetch a good freedom agitation is to sit at home. Because we don't have governors. We don't have Ezendibu. All of them have sold us so cheaply. So anybody that is talking, if the DOS on today, which is today, they should come and address this sit at home. Because Biafra is a spirit. Secondly, is the largest movement all over the world. There is nobody that have died that will come back. Ikonso House was born, shattered. Nobody's talking about his children. There's many people that die on this struggle, we don't even know them. And why are we doing all these things? It's for we to get our freedom. And the only dance, and the only what they understand, they give us a condition in that contraction country. Nobody is speaking for us. That's why they pay how many millions of money to the Kenyatta of the president of Kenya. And they hijack, everybody is open. And the British people are not talking about their own citizen. It's an eye open. And now what is the solution? The solution is to sit at home. Because sitting at home, this is when BBC Igbo was talking about what is happening about the indigenous people. The Oko Channels Television came to Biafra land to talk about the sit at home. We are talking about economy. Is there any factory in Igbo land? The only factory in Igbo land that is operating is Innocent Motors. Every other business in Biafra land is individually.
Including the Innocent Motors is an individual.
That is what I'm talking, because he created job for the masses of the Newe people.
Now,
so what other thing that we have in the East? For the past 6 years, the second Niger bridge has not been completed. So what do we have? And what is the fundamental right of what is the effort they are making for them, our leader, to be released unconditionally? And now you are telling us to sit at home. Then what is the solution of our freedom? The EU are not listening to us. We have made agitation in United Kingdom. They are not listening to us because they are benefiting from our economy.
MAZI Chigozie, before we round up, because we have already spent almost 3 hours plus here, there is, let me say this last word before you round up for the program. Now, Biafrans all over the world, some people don't know the reason why we started asking questions. At the first place, we shouldn't have started asking questions if the necessary things were put in a place. The reason why we started asking questions is when MAZI NNAMDI KANU was kidnapped, DOS is not aware of it. No IPOB coordinator is aware of this. No IPOB member was aware of the kidnap. What does that tell you? It tells you that they are not protecting MAZI NNAMDI KANU enough. Because if the protection we are giving to MAZI NNAMDI KANU, the DOS must be aware of MAZI NNAMDI KANU kidnap. But for the Nigerian government to be the one to announce to us that our own leader is with them, and they even bring him to court without anyone knowing about it, without anyone seeing him. This tells you that there is no much protection on his side. And because of that, people don't believe everything again, because how wish when our leader was kidnapped, the DOS announced it to us. We will believe them everything, and they will tell us why and where and how he was kidnapped. But nobody knows where our leader was kidnapped. Nobody knows that our leader was kidnapped and he was tortured for good 8 days in Kenya. And
no information.
No information. Nobody is aware.
If our leader died, yes, nobody will know that our leader is dead.
In Nigeria. And the Nigerian government received him and put him in their custody without anyone knowing, not even his lawyer, not any person, or they never tell us.
Even his brother, nobody knows.
Why we started asking questions, because for that, if our leader was kidnapped, you don't expect us to hear the news from Nigerian government. We expected to hear every news, good or bad, from the DOS first, before any other ear will hear it. But they failed. There is no way you will ask us not to ask questions in everything that is happening, because the first statement, they are not aware. The last statement, before we know, we hear that he was kidnapped in Brazil, some say Mexico, some say England, Czech Republic, all manner of nonsense.
No proper information.
Because the DOS failed to give us the proper information about it. So this is where our people lose trust in them. And the information that came out when Ifeanyi Ejiofor visited our leader. That is when we know that our leader was kidnapped in Kenya. So, and from then, people don't have any trust, because since you don't know, If they killed him in Kenya, maybe after 1 year, everything they will tell us that we are searching for him. So please, we that are asking questions, it's not that we are against the DOS, but we are asking questions to know where we are heading to. We are not disobeying or dragging power with any person, and we will not stop respecting the DOS. We will not stop taking their order. But all we are asking in general is when they give us order and they give us the explanation, when they suspend that the same order, they have to give us the reason. This is the only thing we are asking. So I am calling on DOS to please make the clarification, which Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor have stated in his own page, that the order really come from our leader. But they must tell us the reason and command us on the next thing to follow, because you can't tell us to relax why our leader is languishing in dungeon of the DSS, the zoo. So it's not good of us. We can't fold our hands and wait until October 21st, which they might is under probability they can even on that day they will postpone it. And when that happens, they can put the case. Court case is not something you can say it must surely come to pass. No, it might reach that day. They will tell you, say, Bitan Nyako is very sick, that he cannot come to the court, and they will put it in next year. That is court case for you. If you have never had any court case, ask people that have issue and how it goes about. So
only in Africa.
Yes, and that is why we need to do
not where we reside, because there's no discipline in Africa. So, they don't keep the rules.
You, my brother. Give us a round-up speech so that we can end this today's program, my brother.
My fellow comrades, thank you for your time. Thank you for your idea. Thank you for your open calls, and thank you for our listeners all over the world. I just want to thank you, every one of you, from your opinion. We are not here to drag against the DOS. We are just here to express our feeling of lack of proper information. Because what we are doing something that our leader is not under our own custody. It's under the custody of the people that is we are fighting against, that has been killing us. We have not killed any Fulani people. We have not gone to anybody's land to steal from them. We have been suffering till today. Our forefathers, that we didn't even, some of us, we are not even see our grandmothers during the 1967 to 1970. There is nothing good you can talk about the Eastern region. That's why our leader sacrificed for us to get our freedom. And MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is not only fighting for Biafran people. Is fighting for all Africans, because he's a man that God has sent to liberate Africa. If you people can listen to MAZI Nnamdi Kanu very well, the message is always get your pen and get your paper so you can do your own research. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu have lectured us a lot. There's nothing that has to do with education in Biafra land. Because I tell my people, travel is one of the biggest education you can get. When you go to Biafra land, visit the hospitals, visit the school, then you can understand what we here are talking. Nowadays, things are not upright in Biafra land. That's how our people is scattered all over the universe. We have intelligent people living in diaspora. We want to go back home and use what we have learned in diaspora to build our nation and to leave it for our children even yet unborn. So our fathers in DOS, they should do the needful. Biafra is the largest movement in the whole universe. There is no place you go in the universe you don't see Biafra that doesn't know that our leader is under the custody of the DSS and under the custody of the Fulani people, the caliphate. So what I'm trying to make them to understand, everybody is not happy. 70 or 80% is not happy. Throughout yesterday night, I didn't sleep. I was able to call my comrades yesterday, which is Mazi Achebe, because I cannot sleep, because I know what is this sit at home, what it means. So we all have said today
This caller will be the last call. Let me cut it short. This caller will be the last call for today, and they will round up. Thank you. Caller on the phone, tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Good afternoon, Ross. Are you people still online now?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Yes, but we are about to round up, so make it snappy.
Yeah. Okay. Let me greet you people with my downloads very well. Please permit me.
Go ahead, my brother.
All IPB family, you know, he says. So my contribution is this, Ross. Are you hearing me?
Go ahead, the word is listening.
Loud and clear.
Okay. What is the difference between this, I don't know, this organization again, now that is
DOS.
Directorate of State.
Are they inside the IPB family or they are not separation groups, just like MAZI?
No, DOS is a Directorate of State. They are the governing body of IPOB set up by our MAZI, our leader MAZI NNAMDI KANU, and the purpose of setting DOS up is for, in case of necessity, if there is no MAZI NNAMDI KANU, they are the one to take the mantle of the leadership of IPOB. They are the one to give command and control. They are the one that we must take order from. For example, now that MAZI NNAMDI KANU is under the custody of our enemy, DOS is the only reliable source that you can take order from, that can command. If tomorrow DOS say, Biafrans, let's go to war, know it that MAZI NNAMDI KANU is commanding us to go to war. So DOS is the command of IPOB after MAZI NNAMDI KANU. Do you understand it at all?
Yeah, I get you now. So, but to me, from my understanding, are you people feeling that this family will not be disorganized by having just like APC and PDP now again, another party, inside party again? Because the other, we will be talking too much. It will be something of too much. You understand? This one we say O, the other one we say P. You understand? It's better they appoint one person again, just like director. You understand? Or excuse members inside the IPB than that DOS.
That is what DOS represents. My brother, that is what DOS represents. My brother, DOS represents ESCOs or executive members, which is being headed by MAZI Chika Edoziem, deputy by I have forgotten the deputy name, but I forget it. So MAZI Chika Edoziem is the head of DOS. So he alone will come and give a order, either through the spokesperson of IPOB, which is Ima Powerful, or through Radio Biafra, by who is operating it. So DOS is executive member of IPOB. They are not different from IPOB. So they are the ones commanding every coordinators. Every coordinators are under DOS. So if they have meeting, maybe MAZI NNAMDI KANU bring out something, they will go through it and say, okay, you have our support.
And summarize it.
And give the order. So MAZI NNAMDI KANU was the one who established DOS, not they didn't come on their own. And he said that we must take order from them. That is an instruction. But what we are discussing now is the order they give. So many Biafrans are not happy. It's not like we have issue. There's no issue. But we are just, everybody saying their own opinion about the order they give. That comes from
sitting at home.
So it's your own opinion. that does not make
no,
us
everything is okay, but we are just we are just not happy about the
opinion of
finish.
the people that they are ruling. Makana onye na-achị nọkatakwa jụọ nya iya nna
ịjụ ajụjụ na onwe ihe a ga-eme odo anya ọfụma ejụkwa ese ọfụma.
Okay. So, thank you very much. That's what I just want to know.
Okay.
Thank you very much, my brother.
I don't know if it's another part again.
No. Imere ọfụma onye ajụrụ ajụjụ a na-efu n'ụzọ.
You know, am I the Kanyana like ego? But our problem Brian like ego too much.
But here na imba I want na like ego imba na onye here cause this thing
so that because I'm about to round up so that because as you can see I'm exhausted.
Thank you. I'll contribute.
Thank you for your contribution.
God bless you.
MAZI Chigozie, round up so that we will draw the curtain down because we have tried.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your patience, and because what we are doing, DOS. All I am begging you people, we are human beings with blood and soul and love of freedom. Our most concern is our leader MAZI Nnamdi Okukalu, because if MAZI Nnamdi Kalu is not under the custody, I don't think we'll be in the platform talking about this, because we know when our leader is not under the custody of the DSS, we know what he can do. We know what it means to be a leader. We know since that MAZI Nnamdi Kalu has been, we know the level we are moving. So what I am begging you people is to give the right information, because Biafra and IPOB is the largest movement freedom fighter all over the world. In South Africa, there's no place you will go in this world you don't see people talking about Biafra. So you people should give the right information that back of this hijacking this seat of home. Because why I'm saying this seat at home has a lot of things that he has produced. Nobody's dying. It's just a one-day thing that has to do 24 hours. It's a one-day thing. It's a sacrifice. Because in this struggling, there must be a sacrifice. And the sacrifice, and our people are listening very, very, very well, is this sit at home, which he didn't take nothing from us. And it is there's a way this sit at home is playing and bringing good results. Because while we are doing this sit at home, which people comply to this sit at home.
Round up.
So let me just say, okay, thank you so much for you listeners today. Thank you for hearing our voices all over the world. Thank you for MAZI Achebe for bringing me in this great program today. And I thank you so much, my superior. I just want to thank you for what you have done today. So Mechuko Kikama bless you and bless all the listeners all over the world. All I am saying that the DOS should do the needful. Thank you. God bless you, every one of you, for listening to our great opinion today. God bless you all.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Almost here, Biafra. Biafrans all over the world. As you can see, we are not against DOS, and we must give them our maximum support so that they will lead us to the restoration of Biafra. And I thank every one of you, irrespective of your opinion. I must say that I appreciate your opinion, and I want every IPOB, Biafrans all over the world to remain resolute. I believe that everything that is happening today is happening for our own good, and we will restore Biafra in a very short time, and MAZI will come out alive. Nothing will happen to him. Nobody can kill our leader, because God have already ordained him for this very mission. And I say, may Chukwu Kikabiama guide and protect our leader wherever he is, guide and protect our barristers and every IPOB members. Let Chukwu Kikabiama guide our DOS and give them the more wisdom to move this agitation, this Biafra restoration to the right direction, and we will restore Biafra in a very short period. So I pray may Chukwu Kabiama grant us the heart, the unity, the love to unite ourselves and go and march with one spirit. Thank you, because I know you have answered. He said, my brothers and sisters, don't lose hope. Don't think otherwise. Don't allow your spirit to weaken you. We are heading to the right place. Biafra is here. Iyo for the Kaiwe restore Biafra is like this. We are in our last battle. Remember, enemies might try, but they will fail. This time, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And remain blessed. Remain resolute. Give DOS your maximum support, but let them reciprocate the respect. We must respect them because they are the body that represents MAZI NNAMDI KANU. If you insult DOS, you insult MAZI NNAMDI KANU. So we must not bring insult. We must discuss like one family, which we are. IPOB, one family, IPOB. Remain resolute and always pray for our leader and ESN and all over, and the Biafrans all over the world. Thank you. Today is your first day of joining me, my name is MAZI Achebepo, and I say may Chukwu Kabiama bless you. Don't forget to subscribe to Biafra Unity TV and click the notification sign. God bless you and remain blessed. Almost here, Biafra. We will come another day. Thank you for now. Bye for now.